I think we're live. Are we? Yeah.
Sure.
Hello. Hello and welcome to Retro Wrestling Reviews' first live stream. I think we are live. I think this is working. Thank you very much for watching, anyone who is. This will all be available on demand as well. So, if you're not watching this live, where were you? What were you doing? But if you're watching it on demand, I appreciate you giving me any of your time as always. Today, I am for the first time joined by my good friend Craig. Say hello, Craig.
Hello.
We're going to play through season mode of SmackDown vs. Raw 2006, with the goal being, you can see I'm still in general manager mode because that was the last time I played, the goal being to unlock some legends so that I can play a general manager mode and have like Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock and Hulk Hogan, and not like Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas, and I can have some good people.
Yeah, cheats to do that.
I think you probably can.
Yeah.
But I'm not a cheaty person. I'm a nice boy. When's the last time you played this game, Craig?
Arguably, never.
Wow. Okay.
If not, probably like for a month, 3 years after it came out.
Okay.
I've got very distinct memories of having like a chipped PlayStation 2 where all the new games were expensive, but my mum knew someone that could get like 3 games for a $5. So that was just a lot of piracy.
Yeah. I think that's admirable. That's admirable. I'm sorry, guys, that there's no game audio. If you've watched my general manager mode videos, I've talked about this before, but it turns out new metal bands from the early 2000s are very litigious. So the only copyright strikes I've ever had have been for this series because of the songs in the background. Actually, that's not true. Jim Johnson copyright struck me because Double J. On SmackDown 2, Know Your Role, I was playing that, and I left in a bit of China's entrance, and because I wasn't talking, I just let it play. The audio of what's her song called again?
I'm Not Quite a Woman.
Yeah, that's the China's theme song. Basically, I got copyright struck by Jim Johnson, the big man himself, Big Jimmy. So yeah, what an answer.
Nice. At least he knows you exist. Do you know what I mean? That's quite nice. Doesn't know I exist.
It is nice, because I've told you this story before. Do you remember? And Goldust called me some very unsavoury things on Twitter.
That's just because he knows you.
He's never met me. That's not fair. I think AI is a very grandiose term for a game that came out in 2006. That feels dramatic. But what difficulty do you think we should play on, Craig?
What's the easiest one that's probably easier than easy? Is there a trainer mode where the other one doesn't fight back?
I think I see what you're saying. I think let's go with easy and be nice. I don't know, and who do we want to play as?
Let's have a... No.
Also, we don't want to play as Hulk Hogan, obviously.
Billy Regal?
William Regal's a good shout.
Let's have a look.
Oh, this is exciting because I didn't think I'd be able to choose who I played as. I thought it would be like it would be stories, and it would be like, you're Triple H, That's exciting. Skip past that one. Yeah. Oh man, I'm spoiled for choice.
Have we got to be the same person all the way through, I'm guessing?
I think, I'd imagine we're the same person all the way through.
No.
Obviously, you've watched every video on my YouTube channel, Craig, so you'll know that in WF Warzone, I played a season mode as Stone Cold Steve Austin as The Undertaker. And then in WF Attitude, I played as Mankind, and I'm doing a tag team career mode as Kane and X-Pac.
Okay.
And in SmackDown, I did multiple people, including The Rock and Jeff Hardy. And in SmackDown 2, I'm playing season mode as Eddie Guerrero. So
you want to keep up that theme with the Hurricane, it seems? Or?
Well, yeah, I was just thinking, do we want to play as someone I've not done as before, or do any of them scream out and you're like, oh yeah, I'd love to be Eddie Guerrero?
Kurt Angle might be a shout, but we'll have a look.
I do love Kurt Angle. Let's keep going. Because it's a 2005 roster. Muhammad Hassan, Orlando Jordan, the man himself, Randy Orton, Rene Dupree, with the most...
Have you seen his mad YouTube channel?
I have. He's
living his life.
Maybe the worst facial hair I've ever seen in my life.
Not great.
No.
Not great.
Rey Mysterio is always a great shout. Rob Van Dam. Love RVD. 420 Blaze It, etc.
Yeah, and other jokes are available.
Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
We both love Shawn Michaels, but
Shall be Spike Dudley?
Spike Dudley.
That would be a hell of a shot if we did it all on easy with Spike Dudley.
Make Spike Dudley the WWE champion. Triple H.
This is in your peak loving of Triple H period.
I hate Triple H, and I have talked about that before in other videos.
You'll stop people on the street and just tell them.
Yeah. How often would you say that I text you just completely out of the blue that I hate Triple H?
Way more than you should.
Yeah.
If you told your wife you loved her as much as you tell me that you hate Triple H, things might be a lot easier. She might be here.
Yeah. Maybe she would, yeah.
She might be in the house.
She might be in the house instead of... She's gone out with her mum for the day to escape listening to me talk about wrestling for 3 hours.
We've all seen your 4-hour PowerPoint on Triple H's Ring
maybe I'll stick that on the channel one day. A PowerPoint presentation about why I hate Triple H so much.
Have you got a preference?
My instinct is to not try and be funny with it and pick someone decent like Batista or Randy Orton or someone worthwhile. I'm a big Attitude Era boy. So going for someone like Kurt Angle or Rob Van Dam, who was around in 2001, is always going to appeal to me. Do you have a preference?
We can't. So we're playing without music, so it's pointless going for the one that's got the
best theme song,
isn't it?
Yeah, sadly.
So I'm easy. Kurt Angle.
I think Kurt Angle. I think we're both kind of gravitating towards Kurt Angle. Yeah. That will delight my
95 as well. I presume it's out of 100.
Yeah, it's out of 1,000. He's terrible. That will delight my friend Ray at work, because I talk about this with people. I bore everyone at work about this as well, guys. I'm sorry. But my friend Ray hates Kurt Angle. Because he's not a wrestling fan, so he watched back in the Attitude Era when everyone watched our age, and he's such a mark, so he still hates the heels and loves the baby faces. You know what I mean? Let's just rock and roll. Once we start the event, we cannot return. Yeah, that's fine. Let's rock and roll. I'm hoping the cutscenes are subtitled and we can see what's going on. But yeah, we'll just let this play out and I'll give you the controller and you can skip through. I am going to quickly fire up YouTube on my phone and make sure that this actually is live and we're not just sitting here talking to ourselves. Cody Wilson doing an incredibly natural walk. And it doesn't look like there are any subtitles, guys. That's awkward. Okay, let's just imagine. I'll figure that out in a second, but let's imagine what she's saying to him. He's saying, "Where have you been, Tori? The match is about to start." And she's saying, "I'm sorry, Teddy. I was busy." It looks like we are currently live. I
think they've got Teddy's stance. That is exactly
how he stands, yeah. And the fact that his suit looks 4 or 5 times too big for him as well is good. Stands, yeah. And the fact that his suit looks 4... Sorry, guys, bit of inception there. I was just checking. And my buddy...
you've just fucking missed Teddy Long get hit by a car.
I missed that.
First Stone Cold Steve Austin and now Teddy Long.
I don't have the chat up on screen, but my buddy Robo Chess 2008, really glad you were able to join us, man. Really glad to have you here. I'm playing this series because of them. So I mentioned before that this guy comments on all my general manager mode videos, and I'm always very happy to hear from him. He was the one who suggested doing a general manager mode with the legends. And is there an options? Maybe we can try and turn the subtitles on, actually, because maybe if I go into a locker room, I'm going to try and there must be a way to turn subtitles on, right?
I will never know why you got hit by a car.
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
Or who did it. I mean,
I think we'll
find out who did it.
We know it wasn't Tori Wilson.
Do we think it was us? Maybe. Okay, let's see. There must be a settings.
That is a banger, by the way.
Desk, shop, profile, stats, season mode, subtitles. There we go. On. Beautiful. It's weird that they wouldn't give you the option to turn the subtitles on first, because it means that if you need to play with subtitles, say if you were deaf, you're always going to miss the content of that first cutscene.
2003, though, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
2003.
It was 2000 this game came out in 2005. I've actually done a little bit of research since, because I usually, winging a prayer, I just start recording and talk and figure it out while I'm playing. All the games that I do, but I've done a little bit of research, and it turns out that quite a few of the guys in this game were released just before the game came out, which is fairly standard these days. But it turns out Spike Dudley and Charlie Haas, there's a whole bunch of people who are prominent in this game who were sacked by WWE right before the game came out.
When did Angle get released?
It would have been. It was July 2006, so not long after it came out, really. Not long. Tori's contract. So this is the first storyline we're involved in. I don't know what that's got to do with
Weird that the first storyline isn't the man getting hit by a car.
Here we go. Oh yeah, I can't believe someone would do that to poor Theodore Long.
I've never heard John Cena full name Teddy Long before.
No. Don't worry, you'll be all right. I'll just let you guys read. Full naming Teddy Long. It feels a bit like his funeral's impending. Yeah?
Accident in inverted commas.
Oh, so we're blaming Tori. I mean, she was standing right there. I feel like it's unlikely it was her. I'm just letting this.
Where were you, John?
It's a good question. Good question. John Cena, famed hatred of Theodore Long. He full named him, so they're obviously not on good terms. Because you call the man Teddy, right?
You don't full name someone that you're on good terms with.
Also, I'm going to give a little shout out here to my good friend Ryan at work, who's currently working from home but is sitting watching this live stream in the background. Lovely to get back to work, Ryan. Those cases aren't going to work themselves. And I think, is Rob Van Dam accusing Cena being a thug here?
He did, yeah. He did, I think he's just interjected himself.
I'm interested to see, so obviously in this cut, regardless of who we pick, we'll get the same storyline, presumably. And the dialogue between Cena and Rob Van Dam is very specific.
No, sorry, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. You went from full name to calling him Tilo.
Beautiful.
Character development.
That's an arc. Cena's gone from basically a stranger to being good friends with a guy.
Storytelling.
So what makes Kurt Angle the detective?
He's the person we're playing as.
When you're right, man. I can't argue with that. What do you think happened?
I feel like Tori Wilson and RVD are wearing the same gear. They're a tag team.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. We got a choice.
I don't believe you would ever do anything to hurt Teddy. This is all so awful. What do you think happened? Well, I'm not accusing anyone, but I think Cena makes a pretty good point. I can't remember the last time Teddy Long gave RVD a WWE title shot. Ergo, he hit him with a car.
Yeah, look, I'm not saying either one of you did it, but RVD's got a point. You seem a little defensive. Are we going to accuse Rob Van Dam or John Cena?
Who
would you rather wrestle, basically?
I think, RVD's jumpy, but Cena's a powerhouse, isn't he? And we're the Angle. So I think we accuse Cena.
Let's do it.
He's came in all hot, full named him, and then give him a nickname.
Yeah, he's all over the place. I'm with that. I like that logic. So on this episode of SmackDown, Paul London lost to Carlito, and Booker T and Charlie Haas lost to Eddie Guerrero and Orlando Jordan. What an odd episode of SmackDown, but weirdly, I bet those were both bangers.
I'd probably watch it, yeah.
Yeah. And then we're going to play, and if we win this match, we get 2,500 WWE cash, which I feel like is the key to unlocking people. I think that we need to earn the cash and buy them in the shop, I think is
outside of up, down, left, right.
Yeah, you've got me wondering if I should have looked in the cheats thing. We'll just skip. Oh no, it's not an entrance, it's a cutscene.
Somewhat some British of SmackDown.
Man, it's supposed to be somber and we're just sitting here cracking jokes. And should we have tuxedos on?
Poor Tilo.
I don't think I've ever heard someone call him Tilo before.
No.
That's new.
Never.
Mean streak of mile long. If I'm right in thinking, you're a bit of a ruthless aggression boy, aren't you?
Yeah.
This era.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I remember the when it was spawned, the whole in the ring segment, everyone around the ring and Vince being like ruthless aggression, everyone being like, I don't know what he's on about, but it probably sounds like it'll be important in 10 years' time.
Yeah. It was. I actually rewatched that from my website, RetroWrestlingReviews.com. I rewatched that from my website not that long ago, and that promo has aged incredibly well because most of the people he calls out are people who, he's the US. We might have got ourselves a US title feud here.
Actually, yeah. Like Vince often about ruthless aggression and just hard cuts to Funaki. The most ruthless
future WrestleMania main eventer Funaki. But no, he named it. He's like, Booker T and Randy Orton and Batista and Brock Lesnar, and it's like, you chose quite well there. Because if he was trying to motivate Devon Dudley into becoming a main eventer, that's probably a wasted errand, Yeah. Also, little shout out, my buddy Ryan has just messaged me to inform me that he's currently on his lunch break, not working. So I'm sorry for calling him a Skyler.
I love Devon. I've got a lot of time for him, but also, not the most ruthless or aggressive.
Not famously a ruthless aggression.
He's aggressive at setting tables.
Very. He should get a job in a restaurant.
Great.
Do you know pretend? All right, okay. So triangles. I do know some of this because I have played the game a little bit.
Okay.
But so X is punch and kick. Circle is your grapples. R2 is reverses.
Going to see a lot of punch and kicks here.
A lot of punch and kick. Yeah, people who've watched the old GM mode series, they'll know that I am not very good at countering. So this might be my chance to finally master the old counters. I'm playing this first match, and Craig's going to play the next one.
Well, hopefully the next one isn't an important one.
Yeah, well, I'm feeling good about it. I'm hoping that anyone out there watching is not bothered by the complete lack of audio other than our talking. Because I do think that I'll figure out how to get backing music for next time, because I don't think this will be a one and done thing. I'm rubbish. I just grappling and nothing. So circle is grapple, and then circle a second time does a move, basically. Okay. So that's pretty universal across all the games, I think.
A lot of suplexes, a lot of punches, a lot of kick.
Yeah, I mean, Kurt Angle...
No psychology. Meltzer wouldn't rate
this. Angle Slam.
This soon.
I love the animation, the slow animation. Okay, and then down circle is pin. Have I just beat him that? Have I just schooled Kurt Angle? John Cena in less than a minute. I have.
Fucking hell.
Maybe we should put it on normal. Maybe he's Tuesday.
We put up more of a fight than Daniel Puder.
Oh, yeah. Topical. Very topical.
Very topical.
Very topical. Speaking of topical, I was going to bring this up. Maybe this is a touchy subject, but about a year ago, do you remember when Devon Dudley just randomly accused Jim Ross of being massively racist? and it was really out of the blue.
It definitely happened, but it's not been talked about since.
Yeah, we've just not brought it up for 20 years.
Yeah.
As we're recording this about a week ago, a picture popped up on social media of Jim Ross has been very unwell. He's been in the hospital. Get well soon, JR. But Devon did go to visit him. And they posted a picture of them together in the hospital. So they've obviously mended fences. But in the picture, Devon's wearing his ring gear. He's got his camo trousers on and a Dudley Boys t-shirt. What a carny. Always working.
Giving JR signed 8x10.
I'm a big fan. Do you think if Kurt Angle goes to visit him, he shows up in the singlet?
With glasses on.
The signed 8x10. I love that. Yeah. Oh, man. So we beat up Cena.
We've not got the belt, though.
We don't know. It wasn't for Cena's US title, but I think it should be.
Yeah.
I want Gee's my belt.
We get a shot in now. So. Thug like him.
Okay.
Everyone's full name and Teddy.
They are. Do you know, was that a thing? Because obviously Teddy Long was when he was a referee and a manager, but when he became general manager, did they all start full naming him? Is that maybe a thing?
Most people just say Teddy.
Yeah, I call him Thuggin' and Buggin'. You know?
I've never called him Theodore.
No.
In any of our conversations.
No. Do you remember the White Boy Challenge with Rodney Mack? That was so good. Do you remember how that ended?
No.
So they for anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, Teddy Long briefly managed a wrestler called Rodney Mack, who did not last very long, and in real life is the husband of former WWF Women's Champion Jazz. That's right. And they did a whole thing about race, basically. I don't mean to go heavy on the race stuff, it's not true. But and then
10 minutes in.
Yeah. But they did the White Boy Challenge, and any white boy could accept Rodney Mack's open challenge, and then it built up to who's the white boy going to do? And it was Bill Goldberg.
Okay.
And then Goldberg smashed Rodney Mack, and then I don't think we ever saw him again.
I saw a clip the other day of Jamie Noble and Nydia. And Nydia, someone that I hadn't thought of, I think, since maybe a week after she left.
Yeah, I wonder what happened to her. She can't still be in the business.
I don't think she's in the business.
No. Think she's showing up at cons and signing 8x10s, trailer park trash.
Yeah. Big fan of Jamie Noble though. Love Jamie Noble.
I love Jamie. He's a great wrestler. Great wrestler. This week's SmackDown, we've got Booker T and Charlie, a rematch from last week's, I'm sure, excellent.
Joy Giovanni.
Man, she was another one of the Diva Search girls, wasn't she? And man, Edge jacked. That pre-wellness policy Edge right there. Joy Giovanni, her big thing was that she was friends with the Big Show, right? That was her her character.
Yeah, we've all been friends with the Big Show, haven't we?
Yeah, that's true. I'm friends with the Big Show. Lovely man.
Who was it Joy that had the thing on the who was it that had the thing?
No, that was Jillian.
Jillian.
She had the
that was fucking
the weird growth on her
that
face.
was wild.
It was. Yeah.
Then the boogeyman ate it.
Boogeyman bit it off. That's right.
It was so clear that it was prosthetics, but everyone was like, "No, it is real."
Yeah, I think silly bollocks like that in wrestling, it only works if everyone treats it as seriously as a heart attack.
Yeah.
You know, you have to like double down, like Danhausen's curse. You know, like it only really works if everyone treats it like it's serious as a heart attack.
Well, it is, but it's real magic, though, isn't it?
That one, yeah.
Yeah, that whole thing was wild.
Oh, I said you were going to play this match, didn't I? Sorry, that's me passing the controller to Craig. So it's an Xbox controller, so it's PlayStation control. So the green button is punch and kick, and that just does like strikes in general. And then that's grapple. B is grapple, and then square does. I don't know what square does. And then triangle is run.
Just run. Whoa!
If you're really struggling, you can just tap out and just hit him. Just keep hitting strike. You know.
I'm wrestling him.
Sure.
That's what I'm doing.
Oh man, you're getting owned. Was this a mistake? I don't want to put you on the spot, but I basically had a finishing move by this point in my Cena match.
What buttons get up?
I think you need him to stop beating you first. There we go. Right. This is your chance. He's just
not. You're not getting up.
There. Oh, you've countered. There we go. Just keep hitting strike. Just keep build some momentum. And then that one's grapple.
Okay.
So if you grab him, then you can do like moves to him. You going for the advanced like dive out of the ring.
Spear. Yeah, I'm not very good at this.
Okay, so I've got a little bit of from chat. Thank you very much, chat. The cash unlocks people in the shop. We can buy like various people, but to unlock Stone Cold Steve Austin, we have to complete the whole Raw season mode, and to unlock The Rock, we need to complete the whole SmackDown season mode. I did check, and it takes about 15 hours apparently to complete the season mode in this game. So we're probably not going to do the whole season mode today. I'll be happy if we can unlock a couple of people, you know?
Yeah.
Like Mankind's in the game. Like I love Mick Foley. I'll unlock Mankind. British Bulldog, Bret Hart. So there's a few different legends in the game. Sadly not Tatanka, everyone's favourite legend. There we go. You're throwing him around. You've got this, man.
Have that. What's a pin?
Down and B. Down and grapple. There we go. Oh, chop block. I'm not trying to backseat gamer you, but you know, you have to figure this out. We're going to be here for a while.
I've one of them. And
I want to keep chatting to Craig, but he's as you can all see at home, he's having a real hard time with Rob Van Dam here. Do you want me to take over?
I'm fine.
Okay, that's fine. Do you know what? I mean, the stakes are not particularly high here. Like, if you lose to RVD, all we've done is put RVD over. You know, we had no problem.
I like RVD.
Yeah, I
if anything, I'm a big fan of Robert Van Dam.
If you can get behind him, you can give him the angle slam. But I don't know how to. If you press L1 and L2 at the same time, you'll like store your finisher. Oh, there you go. Oh, he countered it.
What a piece of... I take back everything that I've ever said about Robert Van Dam. He's a prick.
We were just complimenting you, Rob, and you let us down. Bit of glare on that. I'm going to shut that curtain. So behind the scenes, guys, we're in a room that has curtains. Do you know what RBD is? On Fridays I play WWF SmackDown 2, Know Your Role, and I'm playing through the season mode of that, and I'll be honest, I'm a little bit tired of that game now because there's a lot of cutscenes that have nothing to do with me, and there's a lot of loading screens. So it's a very slow progress when I'm playing it. And I am kind of ready to move on to SmackDown 3, which was the first PS2 one, the Just Bring It.
Okay.
Rob Van Dam, I don't remember if he's in that game, but if he is, he might be a shout for who I play season mode as in that game.
Okay.
I think it's pre-invasion though, so I don't think RVD is in the game, sadly. I think it is pre-invasion. So maybe I'll have to play. Maybe I'll get to live my Spike Dudley dreams and play as him.
I'll reverse that. I'll just pin him now.
You're pretty good with the counter. Like I've not managed to do a single counter, but you've hit a few. Our friend RoboChess 2008 in chat is being very complimentary. You know, it took him time to figure out how to play the game too. You know, you're being kinder to Craig than I am, buddy.
So kind.
Yeah. Man, RVD. Oh, he's got a finisher. You're going to lose, man.
I'll reverse his finish with a prick. See how it feels.
And my friend Ryan's still out there watching too. You guys are. I think we've got 3 viewers. One of them might be me though. But I'm really grateful for everyone who's joining us. And there we go. Oh, that's not you.
That's not me.
No, I forgot for a second that you're Kurt.
Can I just do a small package and get it over with?
I think if you can knock him off his feet, maybe you can pin him. But you've yet to. Okay, running, and there you go. There we go. Moonsault. No, that's Craig. Oh, Craig. This is probably my fault. Like, maybe I should have let you do a warm-up match or something first. Like, in fairness, because I play a lot of wrestling games. I was playing 2K26 this morning before you came over, so I'm pretty on the ball. I actually was thinking, guys, I might do a live stream of 2K26 if I can figure out how to get it playing on a screen that I can record. But I might do a live stream of this year's game and do just play some classic matches. Like I'll only play as old people, basically like Rob, like RVD for example, or like Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart. There's quite a few Attitude Era legends in that game and a few new gen Diesels in it.
Can I get some out? Is it an ODQ?
It's no, you will get us disqualified. You have to put that down, and then if you run triangle is run. There you go. Oh, you caught him while he got cocky. I think if you can just hit one big move, you might actually be able to. Right, so it's down and that one grapple pins, and you do the ankle lock and try and make him tap, but I don't think you'll be able to make him tap. Right, and then there you go. Yeah, so you've stored your finisher. The next one will be easier, Then
how do I do it?
Not like that. It's L1 to do your finisher, but you have to be standing behind them to do the angle slam. Okay, I mean just throwing punches works. It's very un-Kurt Angle to win a match just by throwing punches. He's famously a wrestler, not a brawler. But I think whatever works for you.
I think it's very clear at the minute. Nothing's working.
When is the last time you played a wrestling game? I think that other toggle is just. I think that's just doing taunts. Maybe.
Honestly, a long time ago.
Oh,
I'm behind you, man.
I think he has to be stunned and you have to be behind him. I'm trying to be really patient. This is very dad trying to show his son something. Yeah. I am a couple of years older than you, aren't I?
A few.
Quite a few.
Actually, yeah.
Quite a few. I'm a spring chicken, mate. Probably not doing myself any favours. I think because I talk about the Attitude Era too much to pretend that I'm not in my late. Yeah. I'm in my late 30s, but I think, just hit him, mate. You're just standing there. Do you want me to be bad at the next match so you can make fun of me?
No, it's okay.
You stop doing taunts.
Nah.
I think taunt is the D-pad, maybe. So
it's this one. I keep hitting it.
Oh, okay. I don't think he's. See, you've got that down.
It's just timing that, isn't it? The good thing with Robert Van Dam is as long as I can stop him from going to the top rope, then I should be okay.
Oh, you got lucky there. You have managed to get behind him a couple of times, so if you can figure out how you're doing that and do it on purpose.
Is it just L1?
L1 is finisher, yeah. But I think if you run at him and press square, so that would be, and then so run and then press square. I think that's when you kind of slide through his legs and get behind
L1.
Oh, but he wasn't stunned. It flashes up in the corner of the. You guys can't see, but I'm pointing at the corner of the screen to show him where. It's fine. You know what? There's no stakes here. There's nothing on the line.
Are you sure? Because
he's doing the ankle lock to you. Do you see what you've done?
You need to be a bit more chill about this.
You're right. You know what? You're right. I apologise. I'm very hard on myself when I'm losing. I actually don't. remember if the video will have come out yet, so you guys might not know what I'm talking about. But I was playing WF Attitude, and I was doing it was another tag team gauntlet match in the tag team career mode in Attitude, and I got my ass kicked by Al Snow and Head. Like they beat the shit out of me.
One of them can't even do moves.
Because in that, again, if the video hasn't come out yet, you guys might not know what I'm talking about. You'll get to it. But in WF Attitude, Al Snow and Head's an unlockable character and has like it's basically just a floating head and hands and legs with an invisible body, and they beat the shit out of me. and quite embarrassing. So if that hasn't come out yet, as I'm recording that, as we're talking here, you've got that to look forward to. Man, RVD is another ankle lock.
Notoriously the hardest opponent in the game.
Notoriously. To be fair, I've very much thrown you at the deep end here. Like it's we've thrown you in at the deep end. He's holding on. Yeah, I remember there's a mechanic in this game that like you can hold on and ignore a rope break, but if you hold on for too long, you get yourself disqualified, which is pretty cool. That's pretty advanced. I don't even think that's a thing in the newer games.
Oh, was it not a thing that was with what's it called? The GTA game after Vice City, San Andreas. Was that like a thing where they put stamina in that for the first
time? They did. Yeah. Yeah, we can turn the stamina meter off because it is kind of annoying. But if you hold select, then you'll recharge your stamina.
Which one's select?
That
one.
Yeah, but you have to like be on your feet. I think this is going to be the greatest comeback in wrestling history if you win this. Like honestly, you've taken him to school. Like he's beaten up. He's red. He's orange. This is a classic match.
Disqualification, mind.
Ref, yeah, come on, ref.
I'm gonna go get my cookie sheet from outside.
Can you imagine if you like knocked him down and had the win now, and there was no referee count? Can you imagine?
It's all been a ploy. I'm here to tell stories.
Oh, he's so head. This certainly, like, rather than me just destroying John Cena in 50 seconds, this is
John Cena. Who's he ever beat? Do you know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah. It's true. I don't. Well, in this game, he's United States champion, which means that when this game came out, he probably hadn't won his first WWE championship yet. So he is just some mid-card scrub. Unlike RVD, who had main evented a pay-per-view against Stone Cold Steve Austin at this point, Maybe you can just knock him down on the outside and like get him counted out.
I'm L1 in there.
Maybe try and do more grapples rather than just punches. Yeah.
I think it's very clear that punches are all I've got.
Yeah, which, it works for you.
And for the record, I was L1 and my life away there.
There are strict rules for when the finisher works. I think that would have been the ankle lock. You're not using the grapple button enough.
I don't think I'm using any of it enough.
Oh no!
How do I kick out?
Just scramble the buttons.
Oh, that was close.
That one's grapple. So like grab him and use directions, and maybe you can like do moves. Maybe one of them will, or he'll just counter you because he's the wrestling machine, Rob Van Dam. And just like one big move, I feel like is enough because he's red. Oh, I love that sell of like my head. Oh, he's busted you open.
Bleeding.
What we didn't know, we came into this match kind of casual. What we did not know is that Craig and Rob Van Dam were about to give us the greatest wrestling match, the greatest main event in SmackDown history. Oh, Kurt just barely escaping. Oh man, the need to take the controller off you and just end this. Basically, the fact that you're wrestling someone who needs to be on the top rope to do their finishing move is what saved you here. Because if it was anyone, because
I've got them right where I want them.
Okay. I mean, he's exhausted. Like, in fairness, it's pretty even.
Bloody L1 there.
I believe you. He loves this move.
He loves this.
You're in the ropes, you're fine. Maybe next time it's just a little taunt.
I'm not even moving.
Maybe next time it's my turn. Maybe you like watch the controller and watch what I'm doing. Yeah. You know, I'll guide you.
What I'm going to do is double down, and this is how I'm going. Oh.
This is how you're going to play for now. Yeah. Like, all my matches, less than a minute. All Craig's matches, 20-minute epics.
Broadway, son.
Broadway. The Kenny Omega of 20-year-old wrestling games.
That's what this is.
That's what it is. Is that the longest match? Kenny Omega versus Kazuchika Okada? Because, spoilers, me and Craig are big wrestling nerds. And we used to love New Japan Pro Wrestling. And they once wrestled for like 70+ minutes. And I think that's probably the longest match I've ever sat through.
Yeah. Apart from this one.
Obviously, this is a new contender. Man, RVD is just the greatest of all time.
Loves that move, doesn't he? Right, count out.
So what you want to do is use the grapple button and then just like a direction and then press it again and you'll do like a move. And then like maybe you can like suplex him or something and you're going to have to turn and face him.
Start wasn't working.
Okay.
I'm telling you it wasn't working.
Yeah. I mean, that controller's quite old. I've had that controller for a long time, so...
That's what it is, then.
It's the controller. Guys, I want to apologise to Craig and all of you that my controller is the reason that Rob Van Dam is absolutely destroying Kurt Angle.
Who knew this was an Iron Man match?
Oh, yeah, he got it. He had it in the bag.
Right where I wanted him until the end.
I think that was a good effort, a good practice match. I think officially that makes RVD #1 contender to something. But that's fine. I mean, that's what you said at the start. This is the first time you've played this game in probably 20 years.
I think what I used to do was I just used to do it where I put the matches in and I just watch it. Do it like auto fights.
Sure. Well, are you much of a wrestling game person? Like, have you ever are there any wrestling games that you ever like played to death? You know.
I did enjoy. The ECW one I enjoyed quite a bit.
Was that for the
Rob Van Dam Notorious? It was like was it an Activision one or a Dream one?
Was that not like a Nintendo 64 game?
PlayStation?
Okay.
I think there was one on the Nintendo. But that I also enjoyed.
We're missing John Cena's rap here, by the way.
My favourite way to understand a rap is by reading it.
Yeah. It flows much better on the page than it does out of his mouth. But so you played these...
Tell you what game I did play. Loads. Backyard Wrestling.
Okay.
That was unbelievable.
I don't believe you.
I promise it was unbelievable. Violent J with the Insane Clown Posse or like any backyard wrestler.
Okay.
You can put people's heads in deep fat fryers. If I could have done that to RVD,
do you know
I would have won that match.
This game does have like backstage brawls, and you can like brawl into an arcade, and there is some like silly stuff you can do with things backstage. So hopefully we'll get to see that.
I enjoyed Thunder as well, the WCW.
I had that one. I had that one too. I think I like every WWE game that's ever come out. I've played like to some extent, including the bad ones, and like I talked about this previously, but I waited ages to get 2K26 because why are games so expensive now?
Yeah.
Like, not to sound like an old man, but like 80 quid. Come on.
That is pricey.
But I finally I got some PlayStation vouchers for my birthday from my parents-in-law. And so I bought it with that. And it's good. I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying it. I quite like... I've not played much of General Manager mode, actually. Considering that's like my whole thing, but I quite like I've cranked up the difficulty on it, and I quite like playing matches. Like I'll go Bret Hart and I'll wrestle Diesel.
You've never called me a hot tomato.
That's true. We just got a hot tomato. I think it's hot tomato because it's Taz saying it because he always you hot tomato. Wow. So why is she the voice of reason?
Because Teddy got hit by a car. So I'm guessing that she may be the GM now.
Maybe. Oh, Tony's acting
Tori
GM.
Wilson. I don't know for certain if that's true.
Hall of Famer Tori Wilson. You know what's funny actually, because presumably Kurt Angle's going to come out here in a minute. The only person in the ring who's not a Hall of Famer is John Cena.
True.
There you go.
You think he's going in this year though? Next year?
You'd think so, wouldn't you? You'd think he'd go in soon. I don't think he needs to go in, honestly. It's John Cena. You know what I mean?
I quite enjoy suited John Cena, but he does just look a carbon copy of if Vince McMahon went in a time machine and went back 20 years.
Style icon.
It's concerningly similar, isn't it? When he came out at Mania, I was like, whoa! Is that Vince? It's definitely not Vince.
It can't be Vince. Vince will make
legally it's not allowed to be Vince.
The courts demand that it's not Vince. Have you seen him recently?
He got pulled up for speeding, didn't he? He was like, "Oh, sorry, mate, I'm Vince."
He looks so old. He is old, but
it was weird seeing him in workout gear.
Yeah. He should be in a suit and,
sat in there in legging material.
The only time, okay, so it was JBL. JBL ran him over.
Yeah.
The haircut, the only heel we've seen so far in these cutscenes, it was obviously JBL.
Is Angle not a heel?
Yeah, but the game didn't know we were going to pick Kurt Angle. Yeah. The game probably assumed we'd pick someone like Batista.
Yeah.
Or a babyface.
Theodore.
The game wasn't designed with smarks in mind who'd pick well-known villain Kurt Angle. They'd pick I'm going to play as the Hurricane.
I'd have loved to have went through this and just see the main event picture being built. If we played with Spike Dudley.
Now I do wish we'd pick someone silly. I do wish we'd pick someone because I do quite like the idea of Charlie Haas, just acting a big man in front of, or Scotty Too Hotty, putting John Cena in his place, Okay, so look at a moose knuckle on Angle.
Yeah.
Who animated that?
The animator left Kurt's arse at home as well, though. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
All the attention at the front.
Yeah.
Not at the back.
Okay, so Tony's asking us to step in and help out. We beat John. We struggled a bit with RVD, admittedly.
But he's famously an incredibly difficult character to play.
Yes.
And Kurt Angle, I'm not being funny, mid-carder.
Yeah, Kurt is a terrible wrestler and always was. 3-star Kurt, they call him.
Yeah.
Although, is that not true? Meltzer never gave him a 5-star match.
Has Kurt had any sort of accolades from being good at wrestling ever?
Never.
In
neither WWE, TNA,
the Olympics,
never achieved that. Never drew a dime. Okay, so Booker T and Carlito, Big Show and Charlie Haas. So I assumed that Booker T was feuding with Eddie Guerrero because they've been on opposite sides of a tag team match a couple of times, right? Yeah. But now it looks like maybe Eddie Guerrero is feuding with Charlie Haas because Charlie Haas has gone out and found himself a new tag team partner.
If this match is just being the referee, I might be able to do that one.
I'm not convinced I trust you now. I'm not convinced I trust you. So yeah, I'm going to play as... I'm going to be the referee. And then...
You get all the easy ones.
I'll let you decide.
It's bullshit.
I'll let you decide which one you want to play.
I came here for a good time. And it's yet to start.
I'm having a good time.
You didn't go up against Rob Van Dam.
The mighty Rob Van Dam, yeah. The mighty Rob Van Dam. I want to see Kurt's entrance. I know you guys can't hear his music, but I want to see if he comes out in a referee shirt because I always enjoy that. Nope.
No. He got stripes on his legs.
No time for this referee shirt shit.
Do you think he could have fit any more A's on his gear?
I don't think so. I think
there's one.
It's just the A is but it probably stands for Kurt Angle.
Triple A is my favorite wrestling company, abbreviated to Scream. You can't really do it with CMLL.
No, that CMLL is the noise you make when you catch your toe in a door.
Yeah, when you get when you get a really bad stutter.
Yeah. I just didn't.
Is it a triple threat?
No, I'm referee, but I just instinctively charged in for a clothesline.
I get all the easy ones.
How do I count?
Oh, Rob.
Okay.
Kurt Angle always does that.
1, 2, 3. Oh, I tried to fast count him. Oh, okay. So, just in case anyone at home is wondering, it's a square basically. It's X on a Xbox controller and it's square on a PlayStation controller. And what do we think? Should I be fair? We'll leave it up to chat. Tell you what, chat, give me a shout out. Should I be a fair referee or should I just attack someone and beat them up?
Just go outside. Go outside, get a weapon.
I mean, we'll see. But I don't know what to do. I quite like just attacking people. I've had great fun as special referee. One of my favourite videos. Thank you very much, Robert. I agree. I think I'm just. You know what, Kurt had a really hard time with Rob, so let's throw him in, and then I'll count. Cena.
You got a few manhandle Rob after he took me to the limit.
I was only counting quickly because I wanted Cena to get back in the ring. But yeah, I think I'm probably just gonna. There we go. Chop block to RVD. There you go, Cena. He's all yours. He's all yours. Yeah, one of my favourite videos I've done, actually, it was special referee in SmackDown 2, and I was kind of spotlighting the different game modes, and so I did a special referee match and just had fun screwing people over. Yeah. And then I did one, and it was it was Stone Cold versus Triple H, and I thought we'll do two referees because you can do two referees.
Two referees,
and so Shane McMahon was one, and I was The Rock as the other. What I didn't realise before until the match started was that the referees are aligned to one person. Mm-hmm. So Shane McMahon was really aggressively trying to screw over Stone Cold. So I was just beating ass. Like I was hitting rock bottom after rock bottom after on everyone.
On Shane McMahon?
Oh yeah,
That must have been difficult.
It was difficult. Shane is one of my favourite performers of all time. Oh, Cena just hit me.
Famously the best in the world.
What was that? I easily admit. So it looks like I've got the referee. What's the word? Physiology, where normally a shoulder tackle wouldn't put me down.
He hasn't recovered from last week's match against Rob Van Dam.
He's selling for a run. But yeah, he's got that. Referees when they get hit once, they're like made of glass and they're down for. My favorite one of those is WrestleMania X7. Triple H and The Undertaker.
Yeah,
the referee gets laid out. Mike Chioda, the referee, he gets an elbow drop and he's down for 17 minutes.
It's insane.
17 minutes.
I saw the.
Can I Montreal him and just ring the bell and see?
I was watching. I think maybe I want to say Judgment Day, but it was Triple H against Chris Jericho in the Hell in a Cell, and Tim White takes that insane bump off the apron into the cage, and then obviously is dead. I think that's the last thing he ever did, apart from when he came back for that really popular "I'm going to try and kill myself."
That was bad, isn't it?
That's so bad.
Yeah, that aged terribly. It didn't even age terribly. It was bad.
At the time. Yeah.
I'm going to show off my geekiness. Judgment Day 2002 is what pay-per-view that happened at. And yeah, Tim White, that ended his career, didn't it?
I think that ended his career, which is why he then went so. His mental health took such a bad turn.
Yeah.
And then we're like, should we just back this on the TV show? Should we get Todd Grisham down there interviewing him and then try and have him shoot himself? That'll be fun, won't it? Absolutely insane.
I'm just attacking Kurt. I'm attacking Rob because he embarrassed Craig. Let's call it like it is.
I wasn't embarrassed.
Well,
he had them metal plates in his shoes. And he was always doing that step over kick, wasn't he?
The good people of YouTube were embarrassed for you. There we go. So I can do the angles now. There you go. Pin him, John.
I wasn't working.
It's all yours, baby. It's great. I'll just attack John too. Her angle has no favourites. It's even funnier when you think about the context of the storyline, where backstage Tori Wilson was like, "Oh, can you please be the referee and help calm things down? Can you please?
Sorry, no problem.
Get my two friends to stop fighting each other." And I just thought, yeah, of course, wink, wink.
Can you throw them both out and do a double count out, do you reckon?
Yeah, I probably can. Let's is
the algorithm prepared for that?
Count out. Okay, there we go. They're both out of the ring. Let's see if I can. That's a really good idea. Let's see. Was a draw. Nothing was settled. Get out of the ring. Get him, John. Oh, they're just going to keep coming back in the ring. No, I'm not giving you the victory like that, John.
Yeah.
Rob, fight him, attack him.
Right, count quick.
Should I just count Rob out? There we go.
Ring out.
Do you know why it's used? So, the SmackDown series, the initial SmackDown series, it was made by Yuke's, which is a Japanese game studio. And the first couple of SmackDown games, SmackDown 1 and SmackDown 2, they are basically just reskinned versions of like a Japanese wrestling game, which is why they play weird. And it's why they, like in the first SmackDown game, they're not called triple threats, they're called like three-way dances and stuff like that. And yeah, it's like a reskinned.
Was it like Fire Pro? Because I know that.
It wasn't, yeah, like that's a popular one. I don't know which game it was, but it was recent. But it's why even in these later games, you still get odd things like that where it doesn't say count out, it says ring out and stuff like that. You know, there's odd little turns of phrase because it was a Japanese game company, basically.
Just accidentally getting a no-roll barbed wire exploding deathmatch in.
Yeah, I mean, that would be fun. That's what it should have included. So, Tori is... This Sunday, Judgment Day, you're going to face off in a triple threat. She must be acting general manager. If she's making, I bet it's said in the cutscenes, and we've just not been.
So is it that she's going to be working alongside someone? It's like an inside job. Do you think?
Oh, maybe
she's in on it with someone else, and then it's going to be a case of.
What about JBL though? Like, he was in a cutscene? Where did he come from?
Texas, I think. I'll never see him again. Oh,
it's funnier if she's not acting general manager and she's throwing her weight around and like because her big threat with her was like if you guys don't have this.
She's not saying I've got no general manager who's going to say no.
There you go.
Tori's service. I don't like that.
Services in inverted commas as well. That's Vince McMahon wrote.
That's a Vince McMahon thing. Put the inverted commas, pal.
Yeah, I don't like that.
No, that's a bit grimy.
Yeah.
We are so woke.
We are so woke. Yeah. Woke. So woke. But yeah, did I get any money? I got a little bit of money for that one because I was an excellent referee. I think you all.
Were you?
I think so.
You batted both of them.
I assume that you want to play this triple threat match.
I'll go the triple threat. Yeah. I'll smash the triple threat.
Okay. So is this Judgment Day's main event? So we've got Charlie Haas versus Orlando Jordan and Big Show. What happened to Booker T? Our boy Booker T.
A 3-card pay-per-view that would have been 20 quid. Bullshit.
Yeah, that's
absolute bullshit.
Do you remember?
I'm not ringing up Skybox Office for that card.
For people in the UK, they'll remember this. Back in the day, all the pay-per-views used to be on Sky Sports for free. They would all the Americans paid for every pay-per-view, but for us, everything was on Sky Sports. And then Sky ruined it and they put everything on Sky Box Office.
Yeah.
And then suddenly the pay-per-views went from being free to costing 15 quid a month.
Disgusting.
Crazy. For anyone wondering, that's just no thank you. Craig's opening snacks, that's what that rustling noise is. And I'm not going to shout at him for it because I had my chance to tell him no and I didn't. I would quite like to play this triple threat match if that's okay with you.
It goes against the rules, but okay. All I was going to do is go out and run around the ring. Maybe get some weapons. But I didn't.
Yeah, I mean...
I always forget we're here for organised fun.
Yeah, you know what, Craig, you're right. Tell you what, I'm not going to say which of us is currently holding the controller.
I want to play
when the match starts, you can see how it's going, and you guys can figure out which of us is playing.
I really want to play the triple threat match for this game that I can play at any time.
Yeah, you're fair. So the storyline is that someone's ran over Teddy Long.
I'll stop you there. The storyline is no one fucking knows.
No. But someone ran over Teddy Long, and Tori Wilson is being the voice of reason, and she's trying to corral these three guys who are all kind of blaming each other for it. And Taz has added this I guess they've added this stipulation that Tori is now going to be the manager for whoever wins this triple threat match.
I'm gonna lose this match on principle
for reasons unknown. It's not even for Cena's US title.
I'm going to set an example and lose this match on purpose, is to protest how much I'd hate that this is for Tori's services.
But I'm
going to stand by. That's my excuse.
In the subtitles there, Taz was Tori's smoking hot.
Yeah.
Which is true, she's a beautiful woman, but that's not really what the storyline's about, Taz.
Remember that man got hit by a car?
It's quite funny, it's man got hit by a car, and there's some real heated rivalry between these three men.
But isn't Tori
yeah, those tits though. Taz just completely missing the point. So I'm intrigued to see how this goes.
What are the buttons again?
There we go. So that one is run. Look at my hand.
Yeah.
That one's run, and that one's grapple.
Yeah.
And
do you
that
need to
one's
do
punch
grapple
and
quite
kick.
a bit?
I would advise it.
Okay.
I would say grappling's good. And then bit advanced, but if you run towards them and then tap square.
Suplex there?
You did. You're a wrestling machine. If you run towards them and tap square, you kind of slide through their legs and get behind them. So that is how you do your angle slam. That's how you set it up, you see.
How do I get out of the ring?
One of the shoulder buttons, I think.
Or maybe they're ganging up on me.
Referee. I think DQ might be on in triple threat matches, according to our chat section.
Oh no!
I think DQ might be on. Incredibly grateful for you guys checking out the stream as well. I'm really appreciating having some company for this, and Craig's debut on the channel. You having fun, Craig?
Of course I am. Look, I'm facing the wrong way.
You're trying your best, you know. You're trying your best.
Hitting him in the corner.
The wrestling machine is back. Kurt Angle's on a tear.
I'm gonna back that John as well.
There you go. You ran. Oh yes. Yeah, I'm told that disqualification is on, so don't.
That is bullshit.
It is. I also don't really know how that works because, like, if you grab a chair and you hit,
who's gonna win?
Hit one of them. I guess is it the person you hit wins? Like if you hit Rob Van Dam with a chair, he wins by DQ. I guess that makes sense.
I should stay on here for a bit, I reckon.
Yeah, and then like this is the thing because it's on easy. The AI isn't very good either. So get them. There we go. I mean, we can trade. You know, we don't have to play the whole match. Just, you know, we can swap in and out. Not that far.
You really want to play this triple threat, don't you?
It's making my brain itchy watching you lose. Well, but that's fine. Do you know what? You're right. It's my OCD. It's my OCD. I need to back off. It's fine. You're having fun, and that's what matters.
I wouldn't say I'm having fun because I'm getting my ass kicked.
You'll get addicted. This will be your life now. You'll go home and you'll be like, Sarah, how do we get an emulator?
Can I be bad at more games?
Yeah. I'm gonna think about what other games I can play on live stream. So I do quite like the idea of doing 2K26 and playing like maybe I'll set up design like a pay-per-view and I'll play through a bunch of like matches featuring all the kind of legend characters. Maybe I'll play a bit of general manager mode in that game because I do love GM mode in all forms. And I think when I start the next SmackDown game, I might do something similar where I play through season mode in a oneer and do it as a live stream. So yeah, there's options. You know, if anyone's got any ideas, if there's anything you'd quite like to see me try, and you'd probably be bad at, because this is the thing, Craig. I'm giving you a hard time for struggling with this game, but I am very bad at games.
John man just fucking gives a hook.
Like I play games and I figure it out on the fly, and it's usually like episode 7 before I get any good at them. And good is in inverted commas. The attitude of just it was the FU back then.
Foo.
The FU. Bam. Oh, it's over. Rob with the most theatrical pin breakup I've ever seen. There was no need for that. Just hit him. You just throw it on. It's all good. It's all good. I do. It does kind of bug me because obviously the game has
stamina now, baby.
The game has predetermined like what's going on in these tournaments. So why include the fact that Cena's United States champion if you're not going to put his belt on the line?
Can I ask a quick question?
Always.
Do you use the D-pad and not the joystick? Because I'm doing the joystick and I'm not working with the D-pad.
I think it's the D-pad.
Okay, so that might explain quite a lot of.
So that's what the problem is the whole time. Okay, that's forgivable. That's fair. Yeah, it's the D-pad.
My finishers weren't working.
It's I probably could have tweaked that, but when you plug in the Xbox controller, the emulator software, very clever. It actually just defaults and knows. It just knows it's a controller, and that's how it set itself up. So that is, I cannot believe
that's what I've been doing.
That you've just been you've been pressing the wrong button the whole time. Does that mean you're suddenly going to get way better?
Look at that.
Look at that.
Look
yeah.
at that,
The wrestling machine is
so
back.
I wasn't able to pin anyone before.
That's what it is. That is exactly what it is. I can't believe it. I've got all the faith in the world in you now, buddy. You've got this.
Now that I know where I'm going.
Yeah, now that you know what you're doing. Yeah. And just as an update on the series and the rest of the game. So I'm going to keep going with General Manager mode, of course. Probably a couple more recording sessions before I finish out this season. I've recorded up to No Mercy. So those videos will be coming out in the next couple of weeks. And then, as always, I'll go through to WrestleMania. Now that I can play the game properly, I'll probably play every match at WrestleMania and make it as like a special event. And then I'm not sure whether to keep going with SmackDown as SmackDown General Manager and include the Legends, or whether I should switch over and do Raw and maybe try my hand at different championships, and I'll try and choose different people and make the roster as different as possible. I'll have the Legends. I'll have a women's championship, so I'll use the girls in that season mode as well. So I'll probably do. I quite like the idea of being Raw General Manager in the next season and including some different people, but if that breaks anyone's heart and they'd rather see me continue to be SmackDown and put all of my effort and energy into the Cruiserweight division, then by all means, shout up. Game-wise as well, get your input here, Craig. I'm playing WF Attitude on Monday, as you know, obviously, because you're a huge fan of the series. I play WF Attitude on Mondays, and I'm almost finished with that. I've completed the Mankind career mode, won the main event of WrestleMania like a boss, and I'm doing tag team career mode as X-Pac and Kane, which is great. I did a wheel spin to decide which team I played as, and fortunately, I was hoping it would be X-Pac and Kane. I got lucky. I call them Xbox and
Xbox?
King. Yeah, X-Pac and King. But I'm almost finished with that. There's probably only a few more videos left for that series, really. And then I don't know what game to play next, because I did WF Warzone, I've done WF Attitude. The next PlayStation game is SmackDown, which I've already played.
Yeah.
So maybe one of the N64 games, like No Mercy or WrestleMania 2000.
Legends of Wrestling.
Legends of Wrestling could be good. The other old thing I was thinking, maybe I could go to games that I've never played. So there's like WF Raw for the Xbox. I've never played that. There's also games like Royal Rumble for the Dreamcast, which I don't think was very well reviewed, but I bet I'd enjoy it because I like trash, basically. The other alternative would be that maybe I could do some more modern games because I'm going to try and figure out how to start recording PS5 game footage. So maybe I'll have a think. You are doing so much better since you figured out this D-pad thing. I'm very impressed. Like, I feel bad that I made fun of you so much now. You're doing way better. Maybe I'll play some more modern games. I don't know. The options are endless. This has nothing to do with wrestling. I'm a huge Minecraft fan.
Oh, really?
And I love playing modded Minecraft. I play a lot of that. So I was thinking maybe I could do a Minecraft series, but how do I relate that to wrestling?
Minecraft wrestling?
There's no wrestling mod. Well, there probably is a mod, but I quite like the idea of maybe trying to like build an arena. And then so like I'd start with nothing, and I'd build all the resources. Like I'd have to do farming to get food for the concession stands. I'd have to build the arena out of nice materials, and then I'd have to find a way to capture loads of villagers to fill the stands with crowds. And then I can build up to finding a way to force the monsters to fight each other in a ring.
I've never Minecraft,
Are you not? No. I'm a big fan, and I've been playing that since pre-alpha. My flatmate at uni, he went home. From Northern Ireland. He went home for the summer and came back to our flat, and he was like, "Have you ever seen this game?" and put it on. And we've been playing. If you can knock Cena out of the ring here, you could just steal the pin. Ah man, Cena's too on the ball. I've been playing that since pre-alpha, before they added anything to it. It used to just be sand and grass, and there was nothing else to it. It was a really basic game, but that's how long I've been playing it. I feel like if you keep going for that front face lock, you might just be able to grind out a submission win here. To Irish Whip, it's those two buttons at the same time to grapple and Irish Whip. And if you kind of hold them, you do a strong Irish Whip and you'll throw them out of the ring. So if you need to try and quickly steal a pin,
you got a one, John.
That's Big Match John. That Super Cena. But yeah, if you need to throw one out of the ring, that's strong Irish Whip. I do like the the idea of doing like a Minecraft series and trying to loosely relate it to wrestling. But I don't know how interested people would be in watching me play Minecraft, because I think that game's kind of had its day. It's not as popular as it was.
I know, yeah, but I think it's got enough, hasn't it? It's got one of those things that like the people that like it really like.
Yeah. Yeah, like I go through phases with it where I'll play it pretty obsessively for like 6 months, and then I won't play it for a year.
Yeah.
You know, I've done that a few times where I've sank months into building the greatest Minecraft server you've ever seen in your life, and then I won't touch it for a long time. So
Can I just say that if DQs are on but countouts are out, countouts aren't on, that's disgusting.
I guess countouts being on would only benefit if it was elimination, because like
Yeah.
because you know, like if Rob got counted out on his own, who wins out of you and Cena? You know, so it would, if there was countouts, it would have to be elimination. Whereas with DQ, you could, I guess, like if you swung a chair and hit them both at the same time, then there you go, grinding out a submission.
There you go.
Man, it's tense with all these breakups. But I feel bad making fun of you now because
I didn't know where I was going.
Well, yeah, now you know what you're doing.
Get in.
I'm just replying to our friends in chat.
Oh. Will you give him a tap, will you?
I think like Rob, because he's got that red head and that red torso, I feel like if you can lock a submission on him, you've probably got it. But you need to get Cena out of the way because he's just going to keep breaking it up. Or if Rob can take him out and then you can just quickly attack Rob and just steal a pin. God, they're as bad as you, really. They're just kind of jittering around. That could be it. Come on, ref. This is tense. Rob's out. Can you get rid of Cena? No. Oh, Cena stole your. Rob, you better kick out. Cena's an idiot. Oh no! Come on. Oh, I thought he was going to go for a pin.
Yeah.
I was convinced.
My favourite thing is that someone, if you don't touch your opponent that's on the map, then they'll be there forever. But as soon as you hit them with a move,
they wake up. Yeah. Yeah. Do you remember? You probably won't remember, but you might have seen it. It's a WCW thing, and you know, like Hogan's Hulk Up. You know, you take a finisher, and he would suddenly have more energy than he had before. Oh, referee! No one's getting a pin now. Yeah, they would take a finisher and then he would suddenly jump up and have more energy than he did before. There's an angle from, I want to say it was like 1995, and it's Macho Man's just arrived, like he's new to WCW, and him and Hogan are doing like the Mega Maniacs. You know, they're both baby faces and they're friends, even though they hated each other in real life. And yeah, all the heels beat down Hogan, and he's down and he's out. And Macho Man's trying to revive Hogan, and he's like slapping him in the face, and he's like shaking him. He's like, "Come on, Hulk, get up!" And Hulk's dead to the world, like he's not moving. So Randy gives him an elbow drop, and that revives him. Like actually, so he gives him the elbow drop off the top, and then Hogan wakes up and oh shoot! Sorry, 2 seconds, guys. Don't know what you've found up here.
Press the middle button and press it again and see if it works.
2 seconds, guys. Yeah, press back. No. Sorry, guys. This is the perils of being an Xbox controller, I guess. How do I get back? How do I close? We fired up Steam, basically. There we go. And no, go away, Steam. Okay, there we go. We're back. Sorry about that, guys.
Imagine if I won.
I didn't know that. I didn't know the controller could do that. Yeah, they think it comes back to the game and you won. I didn't know that controller could do that, though. That's pretty cool.
I was trying to get my stamina up and I just...
easy done.
Easily done.
I forget that Xbox logo in the middle of the controller is a button, rather than just like a little accent. I feel like if this was a singles match, you'd have won ages ago, because you do seem to have like figured everything out. But like, just there's always someone to break up the pin or the submission, you know.
And this stamina thing is bullshit. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I think you can turn it off. You certainly could in the later games, because I think in like even in this year's game, it's not on by default, but you can go into the menus and turn it on. So I think it just depends which year the game came out, basically, whether it's man, Rob just took out the referee with that one. Rob Van Dam is a cheeky prick because he was doing the ankle lock to you in the previous match. And he just did Cena's taunt. Did you see him do Cena's?
Yeah, he's a prick.
I quite like that as a mechanic, though. The fact that you can give characters that. Right, pin Cena quick. Oh man, I think if you just hit like one move on one and then a move on the other, you've got this. Oh, right. Focus on Cena, and then once he hits this move, just lay him out because Rob's not getting up after this.
Bloody rope break.
Ropes, man. Ropes. Try the strong Irish whip thing, like triangle and circle at the same time. Oh, tap X to like because that makes the gauge shake and it makes it harder for him to break it up. Currently got 4 viewers, guys. Happy to have you all here. I think one of them's me because I'm checking chat, but very happy to have you guys here. Oh, come on.
Bloody rope break, man.
Rope breaks and breaking up pins, the scourge of your life here, man. So yeah, for anyone new joining us, we're playing through season mode, trying to unlock as many legends in the game as we can, so that I can use them in general manager mode for my ongoing series, which drops every Wednesday at 12 noon UK time. Playing through general manager mode currently as a SmackDown general manager, but looking forward to playing as Raw general manager mode and having people like Stone Cold and Mankind on the roster. We kicked out.
No, he didn't.
He did. He kicked out.
Absolute bullshit.
I can't believe. Yeah. Complaint to the referee. That was it. I thought that was it too. I think if you can just hit that and then do that to Rob as well, like just one of them goes down. Oh, you've got his legs red as well, right? You've got it.
Yeah, go on.
Yes!
Come on.
Victory!
What a time to be alive.
Beautiful. So now, does that settle who ran over Teddy Long? Is the question. Tilo.
It depends how long the campaign's for, doesn't it? Because if this whole thing is who ran over Teddy Long.
No, I think it's different story. I think it goes through different story. Like it's a different storyline per pay-per-view. Okay, are we going to find out? Has John got the WWE title? He does. What is the WWE champion doing out here?
Oh,
okay.
John's very complimentary.
He's being very nice. Damn near killed each other for something that's already mine. Does he mean Tory's services?
You mean Tory?
Tory's services in inverted commas. Prior to his tragic, I struck a deal with former general manager to procure the managerial services.
He's been hit by a car and sacked.
Yeah, like unless he's dead, that's he's still general manager. So is she in on it with him? So he's got Tory's contract. I love that we're all just mates now. Like, so Tori Wilson is the exclusive. So it doesn't sound like she's into that. It sounds like he's forcing her to be his manager.
Classic WWE mid-2000s storyline of where women are property.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you know that's a weirdly Vince Russo thing? So like contracts being kind
of... You didn't need to say weirdly.
No, but like contracts having magical powers basically, because if you look through various periods in WWF history and WCW history and even TNA, lots of storylines where having a piece of paper means that someone is your legal property. So like Mark Meadow and Sable, it was the case. And there was a whole load of stuff with like ownership of the WWF with the McMahons and Stone Cold. They did it in WCW too, like Goldberg and Scott Scott Hall and stuff. There was lots of stuff about basically contracts would have magical properties where I've got this piece of paper which means that I legally own you in a slavery way, and there was nothing people could do about it. So
I'm sure there was something that they should have been able to do.
Oh, I think so, yeah. But like it crops up. That storyline pops up, and it's always during a period where Vince Russo was writing for a company. So it's just he just loves that kind of stuff where, like Lex Luger would have Liz's contract, and so she was forced to be his manager. Which again, definitely, poor Tori. You think Orlando Jordan would be a bit more understanding because he's rubbish as well.
Yeah.
I wonder, that's not JBL's full cabinet, but the Bashams are in this game. Like Doug and Danny Basham are both in this game.
Imagine if that's what you get at the end of the camp. You go through 15 hours of this, Doug and Danny Basham. Fucking the Phil Mitchell of fucking WWE.
Yeah. Oh, man.
What was the name of the valet? Was it Sher?
Was that not Jillian? Oh, no, Shaniqua.
Shaniqua.
From real name Linda Miles. She was in Tough Enough 2. She won Tough Enough 2 with, do you remember Jackie Gader?
Of course, I remember that infamous match.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big fan of Shaniqua. And also, there was that, she came out with the whip, didn't she?
She did.
And there was that whole part where Eddie Guerrero stole it off her and hit the referee with it, and
And her most famous storyline, of course, was she took time off to get breast implants.
Yeah.
And so JBL, like back when he was Bradshaw, when he was just plain old Bradshaw, he gave her the clothesline from hell. Like he hit her, and then she was gone for a month. And then when she came back, the Bashams were like, "Oh, look how much her chest is swollen up because of what Bradshaw did to her." And they actually did this storyline on TV where they claimed that her breast implants it was swelling because of Bradshaw's clothesline from hell.
I always find that mad that like Bradshaw was giving out clotheslines for years and no one had any sort of side effects where it made their chest explode.
Oh yeah.
Or in this one instance,
yeah. Her psychology. Do you know that Tough Enough 2? There was 2 male finalists and 2 female finalists, because I watched all this unfold on old Raws. And they were like, they built up and they showed the final live from WWE New York, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And which is a Hard Rock cafe now. They showed them at WWF New York getting like who's going to win, and the 2 guys were there, and it's like, oh, so it's going to be 1 male winner and 1 female winner. And then Al Snow announces, and he's like, nah, both the male winners are kind of shit, so the 2 winners are both the girls. And like Jackie Gader and Linda Miles are both delighted, obviously, and the 2 guys, they have no poker face whatsoever. Like they both look visibly very, very angry about this development. Like it becomes really clear in that snap second, neither of them were pre-warned. There was that was a shoot. They did not tell those 2 gentlemen that was going to happen.
And also, with all due respect to Jackie Gader and Shaniqua,
yes.
Imagine how bad were the 2 males.
How bad must the men have been? Yeah.
Considering that one of the winners is in famously one of the worst matches to ever happen on Raw.
Oh yeah, absolutely. She's like pretty horrific.
And they're like, actually, in high, this is the best option.
We have another choice to make. So we're taking on JBL's administration.
Yeah.
And it looks like the Basham brothers are involved.
Okay.
So do we want RVD or John Cena?
RVD, speaking from experience, notoriously difficult.
The hardest man in this game. Yeah. RVD.
Especially when you don't know how to use half of the buttons.
Yeah, I mean, this Booker T, Big Show, Eddie, Carlito, that is a forever feud, that. This is a 3-on-2. Tag on trio. I bet you're lucky I'm playing this one. It feels wildly unfair that I get the same amount of cash for this one as we did for these other ones.
Yeah.
Have you noticed there's only like 4 loading screens, by the way?
It's like the second or third time I've seen Ray.
It's Ray, JBL, Edge, and Trish are the only ones that I think we've seen so far.
Have we seen Trish?
Only once. I always remember when Trish pops up on the screen. I'm a big fan.
Great word.
Trish Stratus. Orlando Jordan.
It's mad that like on some of these things, like you get maybe a split second of where the character looks insanely similar to how they look in real life.
Yeah.
And then that split second is instantly followed up with some of the worst special effects and sequences you've ever seen in your life.
But I think facially, like they do look like the Bashams as much as well as I remember the Bashams. Like.
Yeah, I don't think the Bashams ever looked that Jack, and from the back they just look like Chavo Guerrero.
They do look like Chavo Guerrero. They do, yeah.
He could have used the Chavo Guerrero model on Chavo, Doug, and Danny.
I'll throw out some trivia for the people in this match. So, did you know that Orlando Jordan had the Ultimate Warrior's last ever match?
Really?
It was on a show in Germany.
Yeah.
Orlando Jordan was the world champion of a promotion in Germany, and the Ultimate Warrior had his last ever match against Orlando Jordan. He won the title for this German company, and then immediately retired and vacated the belt. And that was his last ever match. I want to say it was like 2013.
Warrior's gonna warrior, isn't he?
As Warriors were a warrior. And one of my favourite Jim Cornette stories, generally not a huge fan of Cornette, but he was the head booker for OVW, which was the WWE's developmental territory, and his two top guys were Doug and Danny Basham, and they were feuding with each other. And I think it's Doug had long hair, and he would wear like black leather and had long hair. I think like Damien Priest basically was what his look was, and they were feuding with each other, and they were his top guys. And then WWE called them up to the main roster and were like, "Oh, can you come in for tryouts? Can you come out to see what you've got, and we'll decide if we're going to put you on the main roster." And when Doug showed up, they're like, "Oh, shave your head. We're going to shave your head." So they shaved his head for his WWE tryout, and they were like, "Yeah, we want to send you back to OVW. You're not ready." And so he went back to OVW, but they hadn't told Cornette that they were shaving his top babyface's head. So when he showed up, he was pissed, and he was like a fucking truck driver, and he was
like his brother.
Yeah, he was so angry, and so like it completely ruined the way Cornette was running OVW at the time, and so he was just like, right, I guess she's a tag team now, and that was it. So pretty funny that
I will say, like, if
the WWE had no real plans for these guys. I'm trying to like change who I'm looking at, and there we go.
I will, like,
these guys are schooling me. I thought this was on easy mode.
Facing two RVDs. I will say that I think that if your power as a booker is fundamentally
this guy has long hair.
Yeah, linked to like your main babyface's hair situation.
That's a fair point.
Maybe you have to kind of look at other options.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Do you know what I mean?
That's a fair point. Like, if him having short hair suddenly makes him unusable, then he probably wasn't great to begin with. I'm getting mad. Sorry, guys, you probably think it's Craig playing because I'm doing so badly.
You're getting battered.
You knew that was coming, didn't you? You probably think it's Craig playing, but no, this is me, and this is on easy difficulty. How am I losing so badly? It is 3-on-2, to be fair. Like,
if you use the D-pad, that might help.
I'm getting
stop using the joystick.
Maybe I'll just try and keep them outside the ring. Like, who's legal? Doug. I don't know which one Doug is. One of the bald ones, I guess.
Like Chavo Guerrero.
Oh, I'm gonna get counted out. Get up, Kurt. Okay. Right, there we go.
Give it a shot for us to take over. Don't mind.
I know. Do you know what? You were way better at doing counter. Like, I've not managed to counter a single thing, and I think that's a big thing. Okay, can we get him in the corner? Can I do a double team? Double teams exist in this game? I guess not.
Bad your own partner. RVD is solid, and you've just hit him.
I know. How do I tag? How does one tag? Funnily enough, in my GM mode video, I was trying to like micromanage a little bit, and I decided I wanted William Regal and Tajiri to win the tag team titles because I was trying to build them up, and I played a tag team match with them as against like Big Show and Kane, I think it was. How do I tag? This is okay.
You don't need them, mate.
Screw it.
You're only against the Bashams and Orlando Jordan. All due respect.
Okay, let's figure this out. Is there controls? Control type? No. There must be a controls thing, no? Guess not. Let's get him out of the ring. Maybe if I'll figure this out. Oh, we've got this. Maybe I can get chat. Maybe I'll get chat.
More than happy.
Do you know how to tag, Craig?
Nah, I know how to win.
You do know how to win. You're a winner. Right, can one of you get in the ring? I don't even know who's legal.
Robert's just going mad outside.
All right, screw this. But he just immediately countered. Screw this, and immediately I get beat up. Jesus.
You're bad, man.
I am. I'm embarrassed. It turns out I'm not a good loser.
Orlando and Danny are absolutely fine. Doug's got maybe a bad head and bad chest.
Rob, get him. I'm suddenly realizing that this is not the illegal Basham I'm fighting. I was trying to beat. I thought I'll beat him up on the outside and get him disqualified, get him counted out. And then I realized it was the wrong one.
Orlando Jordan's got a finish from his back. What was Orlando Jordan's finish? Some sort of neck breaker, maybe.
Probably. I bet it was that. You know that move where like you bend them over and you put a leg up over their head and then spin because every mid carder, MVP had it. It was Randy Orton's first finisher. There's others as well, but like everyone had that bloody move. That was like the go-to finisher for mid carders who aren't very good. Okay, there we go. String a couple of moves together, and then my confidence returns.
Did Warner Brothers ever send a cease and desist over the Basham's logo?
Why?
Because it looks, if you look at it on the leg, the BB looks very similar, like the Warner Brothers logo.
It does actually. You're right. It does look a lot like the Warner Brothers logo. I'd never made that connection before.
Get yourself in the back, mate. Come on, you can do it. Did you figure out how to tag?
No. I'm sure I can double team as well. Like I'm sure there is a way to do double teams in this game.
Can you do roll ups in this game?
Yeah. I think it depends who you are. Like what? Because some Kurt. Oh man, Kurt's knackered. I couldn't even run after him.
Kurt, I'm going to go sell it like you've just been beaten up by 5 Marines.
My excuse for how badly I'm doing here is that I was playing 2K26 before you arrived, and the buttons are very, very different, basically. The buttons are very different. Oh, I was going for the angle slam. That's fine, I'll just suplex him.
RVD's not even been in the match, but somehow he's got a bad chest.
He's obviously been brawling his heart out on the outside. There we go. Own these guys. See if I can get a grind out a submission victory. Probably not. If I can get him into the corner, I'm convinced I can. There we go, I've tagged and done a double team. Beautiful. The annoying thing now is that I'm not controlling Rob Van Dam.
You're not controlling. Right. Get your stamina up then while you can.
Yeah, and then if I get on the apron, I think I can ask him for a tag and he'll come and tag me in.
No, get your breath back.
Yeah. Get my puff back. Huggled, they call that.
What's that? Kurt's flashing at the top. Does that mean he's got a finish?
Yeah, but you can only store one at a time. I don't know how to stand on the apron. How does one stand?
Go up the steps, maybe? Maybe up the steps.
I can't. Oh man. There we go. Okay, I got it. There we go. I'm calling for it. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Rob.
Thanks, Rob.
That's not what I meant to do. Oh no! Basically, Rob kicked his ass, and then I tagged in and immediately started doing badly. So
what was the Basham's finisher?
Probably like the DDT.
Yeah.
Because like just basic, you know. Oh, that big punch! That was a knockout punch. That. Boom.
On his head.
There we go. Angle slam. Bam. Probably not going to get a 3, but because I imagine, Orlando's going to break it up. What a tool.
Thanks for the help, Rob.
Yeah, Rob's busy. Rob's thinking about cake or something, I don't know. Have they tagged again? No, just he's getting out of the ring for a breather. Do you know who's not taking enough of a beating? Orlando Jordan.
Yeah, he's not. He's very big in the match, isn't he?
He's the healthiest man in the match. He's kept his distance. He's a ring technician.
He's smart.
A ring general. Gunther has got nothing on Orlando Jordan.
Who's Orlando Jordan ever retired?
That is very true. The Ultimate Warrior.
Did he retire him though? Or did he just die?
No, it was his last match. You know,
how long was it between that and then?
I want to say it was like 2013. So like 6 months between him wrestling and dying. Because was it 2014? Warrior died.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
Sure,
it's definitely around about the sort of like that middle 20s, 2010s.
I'm glad. Like, it's good for me that they're only tagging in the Bashams because they're the ones who I can realistically pin. But because they're injured, I just need Oh, that's not even the legal man. I thought oh, it's great that they've got off the apron. I can school this guy. I make him tap out just for fun. He's not even the legal man. Okay. I'm exhausted.
Get your stamina off him on. Oh, this is another Broadway.
I think so. We're going the distance. I wish knockouts were in this game.
It's like Ric Flair and Terry Funk, but with the Bashers.
Okay, he's miles away from the corner. Maybe if come on, ref. Oh, come on,
Rob. You need to be doing more. I feel like he's not invested in this match.
Oh, I was going to try and go for a pin while they're like off the apron. I get it. He's going in the ropes, isn't he? Ref, get him out of the ring. What is this? Referee. I was a much better ref than this.
Yeah,
I was a much better ref.
You were a lot less fair, but overall, I think just more competent.
This is going to be a really long match, isn't it? That's not even close to what I was trying to do, Kurt. There we go. Yeah, screw it. Get out of the ring. Maybe I need to like knock them off the apron. Can I do that? Probably not. Yeah, they're scared of me. Look at them run.
There's a chair on the outside, mate.
Must be one of the heels got that. Oh, look, Dan, he's got a ring bell out. Come on then, if you think you're hard enough.
There's going to be some sort of shenanigans in there.
If I'm lucky here, maybe Rob will lay this guy out on the outside and I can just win by count out. I'll take that. Don't throw him back in the ring, Rob. No!
Nice one, Rob.
That's not the plan. Oh, the Bashams are whooping me now. Oh, this is so frustrating. Okay. Let's get Rob back in here. Maybe I'm thinking of it all wrong. Maybe I should be the one doing this, right? So if I get him out of the ring, so now I'm the illegal man. So all Rob has to do is not leave the bloody ring, and I've got this.
Did he just do his finish at an all-one?
I think he might have. Is this the sneakiest thing I've ever done?
So what are you doing? Are you battering the legal man before then?
That's the plan. I'm going to try and get him counted out. So if Rob can just stay in the ring, we've got this. Eight. Sorry, gone quiet. It's tense.
I'm loving if you've
9.
Calculated and you're the
Oh my god. There we go. I think we win. I'll take that. I should have thought of that 10 minutes ago. That was beautiful. I'll take that win. Rob Van Dam loves a count out victory. That's how he beat John Cena. There we go. I should have thought of that 10 minutes ago. Oh, what? With a steel pipe. You daft, you'll kill a man.
The chair that was outside the ring. That's a damn muggin.
It is a damn muggin. Queensbury rules. Jesus.
It's like a bad idea, mind.
Oh, through a table. Who did you think they are? The Dudley boys.
Was that a 3D too?
It kind of was.
Yeah.
It makes me think, because the Dudleys aren't in this game.
Yeah.
They'd have been TNA at the time. But it makes me think if this game, they started working on this game while the Dudleys still were in the company.
Yeah.
And so that, if that was supposed to be them. Intriguing.
Yeah, because if I think of the world's greatest tag teams, immediately I do think of the Dudley Boys, and then I do think of the Bashams straight after. The
Bashams are up there, certainly. Yeah. They left an indelible mark. I'm going to have a quick look at the locker room.
Okay.
I'm going to go have a look at the shop, because we've built up some cash now. Let's see who is available to buy and whether we can now buy someone. Mm-hmm. How incredibly exciting.
Yeah. Have we got much?
So, let's go to the desk, and then shop. WWE shop. Okay, so we've got Andre the Giant.
We've got 18.
Bret Hart, Mankind, British Bulldog, and the Junkyard Dog. but I need 28 to buy them, and we've only got 18, so we've got a little bit of work to do yet. Jimmy Hart, I don't winning the Tough Enough trophy. I don't think we care if we unlock him. Jake the Snake Roberts. Annoyingly, I actually did have. So my brother had this game for the PSP, and when I had the actual game, we did unlock Jake the Snake using that method. Winning the Challenge Mode Superstar Trophy. Winning the Smack. So I unlocked Hollywood Hogan and Hogan 80s.
Double Hogan?
For getting the season.
You do L1 and R1. Because you can do
and there's the different costumes. Legend belts. So I can unlock the $1 million title and the hardcore title. And that's it. Okay, so we need at least 28 to unlock someone. I want to try and include some of these guys in the season mode. That'll be good. That's the plan, anyway.
Who you going for?
I guess Mankind I kind of have to because he's my boy. But Bret Hart would be a fun addition because I can, him versus Shawn Michaels, him versus Kurt Angle, him versus The Undertaker, him versus John Cena.
RVD.
Of course the greatest of all time, RVD. So yeah, I think unlocking Bret Hart, it feels like there's some good fodder there to include in the. So yeah, we know what we're working towards now. We need at least 28 to unlock someone.
At least 10 more, don't you?
Yeah,
we've got 18.
So that's you get what just over 2 for so it's like 5 more matches.
Yeah,
to unlock. So yeah, like 10 to 15 matches to unlock 2 people, basically.
Yeah,
that makes sense. I think.
But if we keep at this pace of 15 minutes in the match.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there.
The absolute audacity and arrogance on you after you flattened John Cena in like 2 minutes. And ever since then, you've been absolutely hammered.
I was extremely cocky. People are only in a good mood when they're winning, which brings me to my next point. People aren't talking so much about the World Cup now that these are out. No one seems to care anymore now that England's been knocked out.
Is there a World Cup online?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I only know because every Scottish person I know texts me congratulations and victory celebrations when England got knocked out.
Yeah. Tough game. Tough result.
I went into work the next day and I dropped the Argentina flag in the group chat and made myself very unpopular. But I think it's funny.
I'm glad you do. That's fine.
So to beat Orlando Jordan, I mean, that's easy.
Are you sure? He was hard
in a singles match. I've got this.
It's my match.
So a match with Orlando, and then does the winner get JBL? Do you know what's going to be really annoying when we fight JBL and it's like 4 Tories managerial services instead of say the WWE Championship, which he also has?
What would you rather have?
It is. Oh, we're going to fight in the parking lot. Now they're going to have a match to decide who gets to take on JBL's chief of staff later tonight. So I need to beat Cena. I guess it's your turn actually. So you're going to beat Cena.
Man's talking like it's
parking lot brawl. So I was talking about this before, the brawling backstage and stuff. So
I finally get to utilise my weakness of just battering people with weapons.
I would say you need to master the ability to Irish whip. Because I think my memory of the parking lot brawls is that there's a lot of like all the backstage matches.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like fun things to Irish whip people into. So you need, so it's I think triangle and circle together like that is an Irish whip, and if you hold them, it's like a hard Irish whip.
Irish whip, point a piece of equipment, machinery, then grapple by pressing.
So yeah, tips and tricks. A lot of backstage brawl. I had more boring trivia to dump on people there, but I've forgotten what it was.
Bang. Get down.
So if you win this match, your reward for this...
Sorry, William, I'll stop you there.
Sorry.
When
you win this match, your reward for that is that you then get to wrestle Orlando Jordan.
What do you do?
Well, maybe you can do both. Maybe it's one episode of SmackDown each, Maybe you do both. So yeah, I'm just thinking in terms of today's live stream, I don't know how long this Who Ran Over Teddy Long storyline is likely to last. Eddie's lowrider just making him do the worm involved. That's ridiculous. I don't know how long this Who Ran Over Teddy Long storyline is likely to last, but I think that's going to be the crux of today's live stream, because we've been going for just a little under 2 hours. Does it feel like 2 hours?
No, it doesn't.
I mean that
that first match did.
That Kurt Angle Rob Van Dam match, that was about an hour and 15 minutes of that. But yeah, like we'll play until a natural stopping point presents, and then might come back and do more live streams whether Craig's available or not.
Yeah.
But I hope you've all enjoyed having his company with me here today. Who is your favourite, like, at Ruthless Aggression era superstar? Like, this period of WWE specifically?
It does feel like a cop-out to say John Cena.
Yeah.
Because I think revisionist histories... Oh, sorry, mate. Like, obviously, at the time, he was kind of... He wasn't as big as what he was going to end up being, was he? But he was very entertaining.
He was. His mid-card heel era.
Big fan of Mordecai.
Kevin Thorne.
Yeah, big fan
AKA
of Mordecai.
Kevin Vampire Dude.
Yeah, big fan of Mordecai. Big sharp Mordecai.
He just came in, big push. He's going to be the next Undertaker. He got actually battered by Hardcore Holly. That was the end of that.
Yeah, I'm not sure who was yours being.
I mean, again, cop-out choices, like Kurt Angle is obvious, but he's pretty much a favourite in every era. Do you know what prompted me to ask the question is I was thinking about that period where John Cena was like mid-card heel, and Eddie Guerrero, he was feuding with Cena, and it was basically Eddie was doing the tag team thing with Chavo as Los Guerreros, and then Chavo got injured, and so Eddie started being a singles guy, and that was when the lie, cheat, and steal thing really became popular.
Yeah.
And then Eddie won the United States title from Cena in a parking lot brawl, exactly like this. I think he hit like a frog splash off onto the hood of a car to win, and he won the US title in this kind of match, which is great stuff. But then when Chavo came back, Eddie and he then won the tag team titles as well. So there was like a period where like Eddie had kind of started to crest in popularity and was a double champion and was like the best thing on SmackDown. And that was thinking about that was what prompted me to ask that question.
Eddie Guerrero it kind of has to be Eddie Guerrero, doesn't it?
Yeah, because he's so good in every era. I'm going to save your finisher before you lose it. Yeah, so he was great as well. But in terms of people who were only around in this era and didn't really last, like Carlito is underrated. I like Carlito. I weirdly remember quite well when Carlito and Chris Masters were a tag team and they were feuding, and it was like WrestleMania 22.
I'm sorry, right.
Referee Brian Hebner, just in case anyone. That's Earl Hebner's son.
Yeah.
So he deserves that, really. Just wailing on him with a tire iron. Something that would kill a man in real life.
Yeah.
Like Carlito and Chris Masters, I remember them being a tag team and like challenging Big Show and Kane for the tag titles at WrestleMania 22. I think they were good as well. I like that. No, right. I'm a fan of a mid-carder, an up-and-comer. I'm going to give you some gameplay tips here. When he's on the ground, circle picks them up, but if you tap circle twice, you pick them up, so you're standing behind them. So tap circle twice, and then like rapid fire, and you should position yourself behind him, and then you can do the ankle slam.
Don't need a mate. Just battering him here.
You are? I mean, there's no arguments here. This might end it. Oh, I mean, that was pretty underwhelming, but I mean, you threw.
Where are you counting, Brian?
That's it. Do you know, it's a funny glitch in 2K26. Sometimes the referee gets too close when they count. And so there's been times where I've been having a match in 2K26 and I've laid someone out and the referee started counting. And when they bring their hand down, they slap the person in the face. So like I've been pinning Diesel and the referee is battering Diesel in the face 3 times as they count. It's very funny. Come on, surely that's it. Referee, that hand, ref. Man, Kurt, how tough is Cena? How tough is Cena? You are noticeably better.
Thank you.
Than your previous matches. Does everyone agree Craig is getting better as he plays?
As I just hit a dropkick to no one.
To no one, yeah. But come on. Give a bit of love to Craig. He's trying his best. That's so patronising.
It really is, thanks.
Give him the angle slam. You've got this, man. He needs to be stunned. I've just praised you how well you're doing. Yeah, it's like Carlito and Chris Masters. This was like the period just before ECW as well, right? Like 2006.
Yeah, because 05 was the first one night stand, wasn't it?
It was, and I think if I remember rightly, I think that 2007's game, like SmackDown vs. Raw 2007, I think has ECW as a brand. I think that, like I'm sure like Sandman and Sabu and all that are in that one, and if you run at that ladder, you can climb up on top of that truck. By the way, I think, and then if he falls you up, you could throw him off, and that'll probably end the match.
Murder.
Yeah, like that'll end most matches, I think.
Ask me, Jack.
Okay.
Get in there now.
Oh. Again, attempted murder, really.
Can't murder a leg.
Oh. Ankle lock will end it now, surely. There's no ways. There's no way that you're not making him tap out after that.
Rope break, but with a... What, are you mad?
What? Referee!
I'm just going to pin him.
That might be it. There we go. That was basically him surrendering by just laying there and taking
kind of a big deal now.
That was, you're smashing it. You're killing it, man. Okay, so what's next? I'm assuming that the end of the storyline is the match with JBL at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. And then the big reveal of
who ran over Teddy.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I'm going to be absolutely furious if that match is not for the title. I mean, do you know what? I'm assuming I'm going to beat Orlando here. I might not beat Orlando.
True. Orlando might be as hot as RVD.
The world's strongest man, Orlando Jordan.
The strongest man.
The baddest man on the planet, Orlando Jordan. The Texas rattlesnake, Orlando Jordan.
I'm trying to think of other weird ruthless aggression wrestlers.
It's the period of time that it's the
Kenzo Suzuki.
Kenzo Suzuki, and him and Rene Dupree is the world's greatest tag team. This period is the reason I love the cruiserweight division. It's why I've got so much affection for that cruiserweight, because like Paul London and
Shannon Moore,
but like Paul London and Brian Kendrick and it's a shame. It's a shame that neither of the Hardys are in this game. Honestly,
Melina.
She's not in. This game came out at a weird period, honestly, because like I feel like the Hardys and Eminem are both in the next game.
Yeah,
they're both in 2007.
Paul Burchill.
Oh, Burchill, Pirate Paul Burchill.
Dave
Taylor. No one's favorite wrestler, Dave
Taylor, who was in that ladder match where Joey Mercury's face exploded.
Yeah, Dave Taylor. I say he's no one's favourite wrestler. He's probably his mum's favourite wrestler.
William Regal's favourite wrestler?
Fit Finley's William Regal's favourite wrestler. Do you know what? The more I'm talking about it, the more I'm thinking I should be playing SmackDown vs. Raw 2007, because there's a banging roster in that. Like Finley's in that one, and the Hardys, Eminem are all in that one.
Great Khali.
The Boogeyman, the Great Khali.
Yeah, Great Khali is my favourite ruthless aggression superstar.
Great Khali. He's in WWE 2K26.
He's in The Longest Yard.
He is. Do you know who's not in 2K26? Orlando Jordan.
No.
So who's better? Like who's really better? Oh, dude, I was kind of hoping that was it. I do like, from a gameplay standpoint, obviously it's annoying to me who's trying to win the match, but I do quite like that I'm already like injured and hurt from
yeah.
I do wonder, like, would I have been the same level of hurt regardless of how like if you'd battered Cena and beat him without taking a single move?
Yeah, for a second I don't think Cena had that much offense on me where my full body's flashing.
No, like your legs and arms certainly weren't yellow.
But also, Parker Knockroll really takes it out of the knees.
That's true. There's no give in that concrete, that asphalt, as the Americans call it.
And Cena brought that big metal pole along, didn't he?
He did. He was. Right. You were hammering each other with a tire iron, which again, it just would kill a man.
I threw him into like 4 cars.
You did.
He didn't throw me into 1 car.
My personal highlight of that match was the one where you just like shoved him into the car. Like there was no move.
He strapped his leg in the door and then slammed the door shut on it, and then he immediately rolled out and reversed me ankle lock.
Orlando Jordan is hard as nails. He's countering everything I'm trying to do here.
Where is the psychology?
Oh, just gliding like the Undertaker there. You can probably, on the microphone, you guys can probably hear me frantically just pressing every button. I've got no stamina. Kurt Angle has more stamina than this.
No stamina. Not for a second match of the night. I know he won an Olympic medal with apparently a broken neck.
He did. What do you mean, allegedly? You allegedly and my boy Kurt.
Allegedly won a gold medal, but also 2 matches in one night. That's why I didn't win. That's why I didn't win a Vengeance.
That's it. 2 matches in one night. I'm going after.
He didn't win 1 match that night.
No, he didn't. I'm going after his legs. I'm going traditional Kurt Angle method of attack. I'm going to work on his legs and try and make him tap. Because if Kurt Angle can't make Orlando Jordan tap out, then he has no business wrestling, quite frankly. How long was Orlando even in WWE?
Not long.
Like, is it just like, I feel like most of my memories of Orlando Jordan are of him as a character in this game, honestly.
Yeah. He went to he went to TNA, didn't he?
He was in TNA for a while, and then they made his gimmick basically that he was a flamboyant fancy man. Which, in a move sure to offend no one. That was definitely Russo as well, wasn't it?
Yeah. Classic Russo. Have you watched any of the new Dark Side of the Ring?
I've not actually, no, but my brother was telling me about how good it is.
The first 3 have been really on a TNA, and they were actually really good. And
yeah.
Jeff Jarrett comes out of it really nice. He seems like a very likable man.
I've got nothing against Jeff Jarrett, but I do think that in interviews in particular, he is someone who is incredibly careful. Like, he's very careful about what he says and about who. Like, he always chooses his words really carefully.
Yeah.
Which is, wrestling, isn't it? Like,
then next week's is on one of my favourite matches. Have you seen Samoa Joe versus Necro Butcher?
I have, because you told me to watch it.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
It's as close to like a real but not real murder that you'll see.
Yeah, I've only seen that because you told me to watch it.
Yeah, it's incredible. I saw something earlier where, like, afterwards, Samoa Joe was like in the back, covered in blood, and he was like, "I need to figure out what's going on here." And you're like getting sprayed down with some spray bottles because the showers weren't working. So spent ages like spraying all pouring all this water to get off, and he realised that none of the blood on it was his.
Wow. Jesus. It's so mad. It is so mad.
It's I was saying that if someone doesn't think that thinks that wrestling's not real, I'm like, okay, watch this match and tell me how Negro Butcher fakes taking that suplex onto his face.
I mean, it's a good question. It's funny how, like, the whole wrestling's fake thing, because you're a lifelong wrestling fan as well, and all wrestling fans will recognise this attitude of, like, when you talk about wrestling in front of normies who don't watch wrestling, they immediately, it's fake, don't you? It's fake, don't you? Like, it's 2026, and I thought we were past that.
Sorry, Chris Benoit's against Triple H and Lita.
Apparently so.
Sorry.
No, but I thought we were past that. But the other day in the office, we had one of the Sky Glass TVs set up, and I had Netflix, and I was just making everyone watch wrestling, basically.
Yourself out where you were.
Yeah, and then that's fine. I don't mind. And then some old guy walked past who worked there, and he was just like, "Oh, wrestling's fake." It's like, mate, it is year of our Lord 2026.
Yeah. Get a grip.
I didn't think about saying where I work. I work for a multimedia company
that had a Sky Glass.
They just so happened to have a Sky Glass TV in the office. I've got a Sky Glass in my house.
Stop the stream.
Stop the stream.
Pull the video.
So just to clarify, I'm having an Iron Man match against JBL.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a long day, and his WWE title is not on the line.
Bullshit. What's the point?
And look how disappointed.
Kurt's just doing this for the love of Tori Wilson.
Look at that look of disappointment on Roy D. Edge's face. He's disappointed. I do like this arena though, the Vengeance Arena. I miss the ramp. I miss them having like a metal ramp in a stage.
Individual pay-per-view sets.
Yeah. But like, I don't like that it's just flat concrete on the floor. Like, I miss when it used to be like an elevated podium with like a stage. Like, even that was better.
I do miss individual.
Yeah. Everything was better in the good old days.
Yeah. So just for clarity, you're taking this match.
Oh, do you want to But
it's my turn, isn't it?
It is your turn.
We can go half.
No.
Would it be an Iron Man match?
It's 15 minutes of intense Iron Man action. So yeah,
15 minutes is a short match for me.
We'll do half. Maybe we could do half and half. Do it that way. Or you can play, and if at any point you want to tap out, then that's fine.
I'm not losing a fall. Should we get through this without losing a fall? Do you think?
I would be ashamed if we couldn't, but there's less pressure now. You can take a fall and come back. We can definitely recover.
Illegal.
No, that's referee disqualification. So we're 1-0 up because that should have been a disqualification. I am reliably informed by our friends in chat that Matt Hardy is in SmackDown vs. Raw 2007, but Jeff isn't. Both of them are in SmackDown vs. Raw 2008, so that must have been around the time that Jeff came back from his what's the PC way of calling it? Smack binge. He got re-signed by the company. He overcame his demons. Like Jeff Hardy has been pretty honest about his struggles with alcohol and things. So is Kurt Angle, to be fair. Very, very. It's. I think it's good for them to speak up about these things. Can't pretend it didn't happen.
And I've been open with my struggles with this game.
You are not having the best time with this game. Hopefully, having a nice time on the stream though. A lovely day with us.
I think what else irks me is that playing like old PlayStation games, like the reformat of, you know what I mean? Like it's very clear that it's like not up to date controls. As an example, the joystick's not working, and
yeah, that's fair. I think here you need to use a bit of timing.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong side.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think the game's aged quite well. Like the roster hasn't. Like as we've discussed, like most of the people in this game are people who are not well remembered, like the Bashams and La Resistance and Charlie Haas and like guys that if you watched in this period you love, but like no one else does,
Yeah.
But I quite like the graphics, like because we were talking about it before. I think most of the faces look quite good.
Yeah,
like you could definitely tell who they're all supposed to be, which is half the battle with these old games. Like if you just saw JBL's face, you would call that's JBL. You wouldn't need the rest of the context. But I quite like. It's almost like quite arcadey, kind of like cell shaded almost.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't look realistic. It doesn't look like real graphics, but I think it is quite a good looking game, honestly. Which is funny because it basically looks exactly like AEW's Fight Forever, and that came out like last year. That was probably longer ago than that, right? Because Punk was going to be on the cover originally.
Was that game any good?
I never played it. In all honesty, I don't think it got great reviews, but that doesn't mean anything. Like there's lots of things that I love that didn't get great reviews, so that doesn't really bother me. But no, I never played it. I'm not a big AEW guy. Which isn't the negative. Like they've got lots of incredibly talented people, and I'm glad that they're popular, and I wish them nothing but incredibly good luck. But I'm a grown man with a full-time job and a wife and 2 incredibly needy pets, so I don't have time to watch like 400 hours of wrestling a week.
Full-time job at an unnamed company.
Yeah, a telecoms company. That yet to be named. Where my friend Ryan also works, because I mentioned that at the start of the stream as well. And it's fine. I have nothing but good things to say about my employer. Yeah. I'm just glad I managed to find time to slag England in the World Cup and to today's stream. I managed to squeeze that in. So I was worried I was going to have to go the whole stream and not mention
it. You didn't have to, but it was nice.
No, I did. I like you going after his legs here. I enjoy that. Because I think direction and circle when he's on the ground at his feet, that has some good like kicking him in the hamstring. Yeah. Like let's grind down his legs. Let's just tap him out. Tap him out. That's a good question, Robochus. I don't know why JBL's title is not on the line here. I think it's weird that the game has it because this storyline's pre-written. It's not random. Like obviously, who we chose to play as was Kurt Angle, and that doesn't really matter. But Like, they've included the fact that Cena's United States champion in this storyline. They've included the fact that JBL is the WWE champion in this storyline. Why do that if the titles aren't going to be on the line in any of the matches? It doesn't make any sense. Can you imagine in real life if they're like, oh, the WWE champion is going to wrestle Kurt Angle in the main event of this pay-per-view, but the title is not on the line? Like, there would be an outrage. There'd be an uproar.
And also it starts with a man getting run over for no reason.
Which there's been no mention of since. Wait, where's Teddy? Is Teddy okay? I guess it's none of our business. Here's another random bit of old wrestling trivia. WCW actually did that back in the day. They had a pay-per-view. Hulk Hogan was the WCW World Champion, and he was wrestling Roddy Piper on the main event of, I want to say Starrcade 96, but don't quote me on that. But it was definitely a WCW pay-per-view. They wrestled each other in the main event, and in the build-up to the event, not once did they mention that it wasn't a title match. It's the WCW World Champion wrestling one of his old rivals in the main event of a pay-per-view. And then the match ends, Roddy wins. Roddy walks the sleeper hold on Hogan and wins by submission.
Yeah.
And the crowd went ballistic because they all thought Roddy Piper had just won the WCW World title. But inexplicably, it was a non-title match, something that WCW basically kept secret.
WCW's going to WCW.
But it wasn't like a storyline. It wasn't like, oh, Hogan has manipulated. Like, Hogan managed to change the contract at the last minute. This is Hogan being like a sneaky heel. Like, it just wasn't a title match. The title just wasn't on the line.
Classic WCW.
And amazing. Like, can you imagine how annoyed you'd be if you, like, back in those days as well, when it was the late 90s, buying that pay-per-view because you think, like, being a huge Roddy Piper fan, I'm going to pay $40 for that pay-per-view because I want to see him. And then he wins and you jump out of your chair and you're like, Hogan, the dastardly leader of the NWO, has just lost his belt. And then sure enough, oh no, the belt was on the line.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like, doesn't work for me, brother.
You'd be so angry. That's just Hogan on it. We shouldn't speak ill of him, but I'm gonna. I don't like Hulk Hogan. I don't like JBL. Although,
you know what? Genuinely, I've really turned a corner on JBL because I think he's the opposite of fuck off. He's the opposite of not fully the opposite, but he's not the person that I thought he would have been. No doubt that he would have been like a minging bully and piece of shit and all that. But I think from the stuff that I've seen with him recently, he's the most positively political.
Yeah.
And he's also like he's a very good storyteller, and I think he's also like owned up to a lot of the stuff that he did.
You know what? You kind of cut me off, but that's what I was going to say. Yeah. Like I actually do really agree with that. Like I've got, like Triple H, I've got a lot of resentment for him going back to like who he was as a performer. Remember and Savior finisher. I've got a lot of resentment, and he hasn't changed. Like he's just the same person he always was. But JBL is someone who I hated back in the day for purely just because of who I thought he was as a person and what was reported about him online and stuff. That he was a bully and kind of a not very nice man. But you're absolutely right. Like he does seem to have like grown up and matured and realized like, no, this is not how the world should be. And because he was a really good commentator. I watched the Triple A show with the mask match, which was really, really great. If you've not seen it, that's on WWE's YouTube channel. But I really, really enjoyed that. And JBL was great on commentary all through that show. And yeah, like you say, he seems to be a very different person. He seems to have really mellowed out in his old age.
Yeah, and I think that I think maybe there's
that'll get a 3 surely.
I think there was a lot of like where specifically with that character kind of did blur the lines quite a bit.
Yeah. I guess.
Are you fucking kidding? I'll take everything back. JBL's a piece of shit.
He's kicking out of everything, man. He's the most resilient man. The most resilient man in wrestling. You just doggedly going for pin after pin. That's a weird thing. The wrestling has taught us that.
That has never worked, though, has it?
No.
Yeah, and I think I do kind of get the vibe that he's like, I don't know. I don't want to, like, if he's shown that he very clearly was like a bit of a bully and a bit of an arrogant prick, but then also I think if he's able to at least show that he's either changed or that he's a bit more like, he's not the big up, like basically American Tory that he was, and he seems like he is quite like switched on.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So yeah, and I do think that he's kind of done. He's either not the person everyone thought he was, or he was, and he's
has realised. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I actually have a positive story about him bullying someone.
Yeah.
Back in the mid 90s or late 90s, someone in the WWF locker room at the time, allegedly Brian Christopher, Grandmaster Sexy, allegedly was bragging about date raping a girl. Which is a horrific thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, obviously that's unspeakable, but he was bragging about it, and so Bradshaw scared the life out of him. He attacked him and he beat him up. He like tore his t-shirt off and he dragged him into the showers, and he was like screaming him in the face and like threatening to do the same thing to him, and like just apparently scared him to the point where he was in tears over the whole thing.
Yeah.
And just because this, again, allegedly, it was Brian Christopher was making all these claims about these horrible things he'd done to women, and then Bradshaw just absolutely like basically tormented until he cried over it, which is, doesn't make it right, but it's nice to think, it's nice that he heard something so horrible being claimed and chose to do the most he could, which was to sort of really punish him in that moment, So yeah, there's a nice story about JBL bullying someone.
That's weird. I don't think any of that family have done anything weird with women.
No, definitely not. Jerry Lawler, his father,
Famously,
beyond reproach.
yeah.
Again, allegedly. It's all alleged. Like, we don't know anything. We have no evidence. You just keep going for pins. This is not working, man. Nah. This is going to end up being a draw, isn't it?
Nah, not if I've got anything to do with it.
Just, like, hit a move and pin him. I do think that he's at the point now where if you hit like one big move on his ribs, like a big suplex, and the incredibly realistic approach of just hit a move, pin, hit a move, pin, hit a move, pin.
One of the moves is going to work.
Eventually one will. I hope so, because you've only got 3.5 minutes left.
All the time in the world.
I mean, for a normal person, yeah, but for you, no.
All the time in the world.
They used to say that about Greg the Hammer Valentine, is that all his matches were really, really long because he was like a slow starter. And they used to call it like Greg the Gas Tank, because it'd be like 20 minutes into a match and he was just getting warmed up. That, like, an elbow drop as he was rolling out of the ring was not going to end it.
Of course it was.
God. They've made JBL pretty ripped in this game as well, haven't they?
Yeah.
I guess that's... You do the man a favour. I'd be in the studio as well. No, give me abs. And... I'm actually a foot taller than that. Like, the camera removes a foot, so make me taller.
I've got a good feeling about this,
I don't. I'm starting to worry it's going to be a draw.
What if it was always going to be a draw, though?
No, it wasn't.
You don't know that. Get down.
Referee counting right on his face.
See, that's happening at every one of them. I think this is always going to be destined to be a draw.
No, hit like the running German suplex. That'll do it. You need to hit better moves.
You're talking to Kurt Angle. What do you mean? I need better moves.
Just like, I guess he is the WWE champion, so it makes sense that you'd have a hard time with him. It's like putting over the champ, whose belt is not on the line. There we go. That'll be it. Pin him now. That's surely big German suplex right on top of his head. Surely.
No. We're not destined to win, and that's fine.
Just like
the algorithm's working against us.
Next time you build up build a finisher quickly, give him the angle slam. You've got this. You've got time.
We'll kick out of it, man.
Just give me the controller and I'll do it.
No, I don't need the controller.
Oh, this is so frustrating.
Yeah.
Leg submission. His legs are yellow, so that's not gonna work. JBL is just no selling and kicking out of everything. Everyone in the comments is outraged. Everyone in chat is equally as annoyed as you that he just keeps no. Please save your finisher. This is like the 4th time you had a finisher and not saved it.
I'll save it there, I think.
You've got a minute. Oh, JBL's running out the clock. You need to win this match, man. I'm so stressed. That might be it. There we go. Come on, tap out, please. He's out. Pin him. He's out. I don't know how that knocked him out, but... Oh, with 32 seconds to go. Oh, man. Kurt's missile drop kicking no one. JBL with a sound strategy with 22 seconds left to equalise is just keeping his distance. He's accepted it. He's accepted that it's over. He's accepted that it's over. You imagine me just clothesline from hell. 3 count.
How do I get out the ring?
Is he going to get himself... let him get himself disqualified. Square to get out of the ring. There we go. That'll do.
I'll take that.
That I cannot after
imagine if at the beginning of this stream after my horrendous first match, if you would tell me that I was the one that was, pretty much just beat the champion.
You did just beat I know. It's crazy. But with 32 seconds left on the clock, we don't want Tori's contract. We want the WWE Championship. Now I feel like we should have played as a babyface.
We're going to get a double cross and just going to hit him in the willy.
Can you imagine? Maybe. Can you imagine? A victory over the WWE Champion, but not the WWE title. Kurt Angle was a married man with 4 kids, by the way.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, we get some pyro.
Get the pyro because he owns a woman now.
Pyro for Tori. Come on, man.
That was the first. Instead of give Divas a Clans hashtag, that was the first.
Yeah.
That was the first hashtag. Give Tori pyro.
We've unlocked Tori Wilson. We've won the Diva button. Whenever the Diva button is lit in the matchup screen, you have the option of bringing her to ringside as your manager. I'm going to go out on a limb and say we're never going to use that. Just never going to use that.
You're not going to use it.
Well, we got quite a lot of money though. Main event of the pay-per-view.
We can nearly get someone now.
We could. I think we probably can.
Yeah.
That would be a nice way to end the stream. Buying a person. Because we just won Tori, so let's buy a person now. Let's go and see who we can buy.
I don't think we can. Only 25 and a half. And it was on
28. Yeah. Good eye.
I think.
Is it incredibly inappropriate if the first person we buy is the Junkyard Dog?
Why would it be inappropriate?
Just because, of all the people you could buy, in this game.
I'd argue that,
Bret Hart.
I don't want to be disrespectful, but Junkyard Dog's probably the least known on that.
I want to have a quick look at
on that.
He definitely is the least known.
People you can buy, isn't it?
So these are all the belts I've unlocked. Okay. And then, so I guess I have to win these titles and then the hardcore. And okay.
You can buy and then
trophy case. That's my General Manager of the Year trophy in the middle there.
Is it?
Yeah, that's because I won General Manager of the Year, Craig. I did.
Kind of a big deal.
I'm kind of a big deal. Yeah. You don't need to ask permission. Craig's going to the bathroom, everyone. I guess he didn't want the internet to know that.
Business out there.
Yeah, I'm enjoying playing Season 1. It's nice to play a bit more of the game. Hopefully that will serve me well when I'm back in General Manager mode and I'm playing more matches to kind of micromanage people and then try and get the popularity where I want it. But yeah, I'm trying to build up. William Regal and Tajiri are still my pet project. My boy Christian is one of my big main eventers. Oh, we're starting a new storyline, WWE Legends Tour. So we're finished with Tori's contract. I beat JBL, Craig beat JBL, but I don't get a WWE Championship match. That feels gratuitous. So wait, is Jonathan Coachman the acting GM? I guess. Did anyone remember Jonathan Coachman? The coach. The coach is not your new general manager yet, but I have been asked to move over from Raw and take care of a few things. So I guess the Who Ran Over Teddy storyline isn't over yet. We've won Tori's contract, but I guess we'll see more of Teddy. Very callous of coach to say life goes on. I mean, he's right. Life does go on, but Superstar scheduling. Legends World Tour. Okay. I guess I'm going to be wrestling some legends. I think I might have just skipped the rest of that cutscene, guys. I didn't mean to. But I pressed X and then it immediately ended, so it can't be a coincidence. Oh, okay. I got more cash. That's fine. I think I've just been looking at the experience thing rather than the cash thing. Okay, so that was last week. I wonder who I'm going to be wrestling on the Legends Tour. I wonder if this will unlock anyone. I'm wrestling the British Bulldog. No, because I had to buy him, didn't I? I had to buy the British Bulldog. But this is on Raw rather than SmackDown. Interesting. Have I moved over to Raw? Or is this just the way it is? I don't know how that works. Maybe because it's the Legends Tour, it's like it's like an interbrand thing. Because I assume I'm still a SmackDown superstar. I assume I'm still a SmackDown superstar. Maybe the referees. Maybe they're going to explain how it works here. Across the pond in merry old England. I do like the cape. Like I think I would have a cape if I was a pro wrestler. They don't actually have English muffins in. I mean, yeah, they do.
You've not bought British Bulldog, have you?
No. So the new storyline is the WWE Legends Tour. Jonathan Coachman is now the acting general manager of SmackDown, and for some reason we're on Raw.
Yeah, it's Raw.
But the Who Ran Over Teddy Long storyline isn't over yet.
Because we didn't find out.
No, we didn't. So it appears this is just the next chapter of the wider story. The coach is now acting GM, and it's the part of a Legends Tour, so I guess it's like an interbrand thing. Which is fine. Like, give us some new arenas to see. But I'll be up to British Bulldog. You think this would unlock him, right? It's just it seems like a scam that I still need to pay for.
Yeah.
Sleeper hold. Submission sleeper hold system. Circle on time. Okay. That's good to know.
As if watching a fucking British Bulldog match wasn't boring enough, is it? Here's how you do a sleeper, lads.
What's wrong with the British Bulldog? You
never liked him. Never liked him.
That surprises me because he's your countryman.
I think I've just heard too many bad things about him as a human. Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
Not allegedly. Gave his dog steroids.
Is that true?
Yeah, allegedly.
But yeah, like do you just hate people from Manchester? Is that what it is?
No, got a lot of love for people from Manchester. I don't know. I just never clicked with them.
That's fair. I guess it was before your time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I will say that my favourite bit of British Bulldog trivia is that on his birth, you would assume, like, because everyone called him Davy Boy, you would assume that on his birth certificate he's David. Yeah. But no, on his birth certificate it says Davy Boy.
That's insane.
His father christened him Davy Boy, like his actual birth certificate calls it, so his Davy Boy is not like a nickname for someone called David. Like that's his legal given name is Davy Boy.
Remember when you could register births like while also massily pissed?
Yeah. I assume there was quite a few chilled beverages involved in that.
Davy Boy, like?
I'm sure there was a few chilled beverages involved in that decision. I mean, you weren't wrong about Bulldog matches being boring though. He's just going for the same move.
He's pressing circling down.
So this the tights that he's wearing here, because I know everything. This is like from his 1996 heel run. When he cut his hair, he turned heel, cut his hair, started being managed by Jim Cornette and feuded with Diesel for the WWF title.
And if you're going to turn heel, those are all the three things.
Those are the three things you need to do as a performer. But yeah, he cut his hair and he started feuding with Diesel.
So really, you think that would have been enough warning for Jim Cornette about how to deal with your babyface that's had his hair cut? Really,
you'd think so. Yeah, you'd think so. I'm so glad that came back because, like, Basham's trivia is probably not what people were expecting when they tuned in this live stream. But I am a man who has trivia about everyone. About everyone. I think go with people like Kurt Angle, like everyone. I keep doing that same. I don't mean to keep doing that same sleeper over and over again. I just, I'm just trying to grind out a victory. Or maybe your words inspired me, Craig, and now I'm like, let's give these people the most dull match in the history of Monday Night Raw.
Let's give them a British Bulldog match.
Do you miss when it was called Raw is War? Or do you think, like, Monday Night Raw, is that a better name?
I get why it changed, because loads of war.
Yeah, that's actually true. It was late 2001 they changed the name, but they kept, like, the old theme song and stuff, and it was because of the Gulf War.
What's your favourite Raw theme song?
I've got a lot of nostalgia for Thorn in Your Eye, but honestly,
which one's that?
The Attitude Era one, the Raw's War one.
That one.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's that. I've got a lot of nostalgia for that one, but like as a song, probably the Union Underground. Like this era of Raw was such a great song. But there's been some really good ones. Like everyone slags Nickelback, but like I like the Nickelback one.
Yeah, you would.
Wow.
The Papa Roach one as well.
Papa Roach is good, yeah. I like that one.
Has there been the new one? I don't like
the new one. The current Raw theme song is Godzilla by Eminem.
Yeah,
which is very odd. Like I miss when all the songs in wrestling were like pumping rock songs rather than like rap songs. I'm ignoring the referee's count with this. There we go. Working heel. Despite the fact that Tori Wilson's my manager.
Bulldog's corner in the thing in the corner looks like one of the killer bees.
It does. Just try to like build a finisher here. I'm gonna angle slam him and end this. There we go. Oh, he's countering. What is your favourite Bulldog match, if you have one? I know we've just been slagging him, but
this one.
Yeah, this is a good one. This is Matt classic.
Maybe the dog poo match against.
It's the dog poo match. Yeah. My favourite, having just watched quite a lot of British Bulldog, as I was watching way through like 1996, 1997. His matches with Owen Hart, like when they first brought in the European title, he had two really, really good matches on Raw with Owen Hart, kind of back to back for the title. They were great, but Owen Hart was excellent. So maybe the fact that they're the only good British Bulldog matches I can think of, it's more of a compliment to Owen than Bulldog.
Owen Hart and being good, shocking.
Yeah.
We can buy someone now.
We can afford someone.
We can buy a human.
We can buy a human. Let's see which legend you're wrestling first.
Okay.
And then
which legend I'm battering.
Maybe which wrestling you're battering will help. Which legend you're battering will help us decide who to buy.
Andre. He'll batter me. Might be like $1 Million Man.
Maybe.
Yeah. Has it got to be one of the people that you can buy?
I don't know. I assume that all of the legends who are in the game are people we can buy. Jimmy Hart.
I'll batter the tits off Jimmy Hart.
Why is Kurt getting all the women? Can you imagine how much funnier this would be if we had played as Spike Dudley? Was Kurt Angle famously? What is going on?
Spike Dudley famously had that love interest with Molly Holly, didn't he?
He did. Maybe we should have played. Maybe we should have played as like Randy Orton, because like he's a good-looking lad. You know, it would have made more sense that they were all over him.
Yeah, I'd love to batter Jimmy Hart.
He was going to put some of the top legends against the WWE superstars of today. That is a bold claim to make before we know who the legend is, because if it's someone rubbish, he was surprised how good Kurt Angle looked.
Hardcore champion.
He was a hardcore champion.
Just not Bret Hart.
No, he's saying British Bulldog was all those things.
Okay. Is the person going to come out of that door?
I love it. Kurt Angle in 2006 claiming to be a legend in the making. He was already he'd been 4-time WWE champion. Greatest in-ring superstars to ever set foot in the ring, and a man I know very, very well. It's going to be Hogan in it.
Hogan. Or Jerry the King Lawler.
Oh, I just skipped the cutscene again. I did that before when you were upstairs. I got impatient and pressed X. I didn't realise it let us skip. Oh, it's Bret Hart. Okay.
I'll batter Bret, me. Just give him a reverse super kick when he comes off the ropes.
Wow. That's uncool.
Sorry.
That's uncool.
Sorry.
It's fine. I'm just getting a drink.
World's safest worker, Bill Goldberg.
If anyone wonders what all the noise and the hubbub in the background. The Hitman. Today's live stream has been quite loose. You know, like this is my first time. I'm going to try and figure out how to get like some nice soft backing music for when I play. Just for anyone, because you guys can't see us, whenever those tips come up on the screen, I just skip past them. But Craig reads them like they're the most important.
I think it's going to make any difference.
Yeah. So we're back on SmackDown, so obviously is a mixed brand thing, which is cool.
Bret's battering me here.
Kurt Angle is becoming the master of the sleeper hold in these last 2 matches. There's a lot of that.
There you go, mate. There you go. I'm gonna batter this kid. Oh, can't wait for you to come back, and I've already lost. Right, man. Oh. Put me down. It's just hitting the face now. Bang. Nah. Oh. Nah. You come. Come on. Yeah. Get down. At least stamina and power. Pin. No. Piss off, man. Right. I'm just gonna whack him in a sleeper until he goes to sleep, I reckon.
I mean, that works. I beat Bulldog mostly using sleepers. Why are we wrestling exclusively the Hart Foundation? Is Brian Pillman next?
Right. Get your stamina back, okay? Come on.
Very kind. Brett just very kindly keeping his distance, letting you get your puff back.
Yeah. Before we have a 14th test of strength spot.
They're both very technical. Oh, going right to work on those legs, picking them apart.
There you go.
Picking those legs apart.
Get down.
Are you a big Bret Hart fan?
Nah.
Is that more of a personal thing as well, rather than as performer? Or I was on.
It's one of those weird things that, like, you know, if there's a song that you like, and you're like, I understand that this is a good song. It's just not something I would ever want to listen to. I can appreciate it, but like, it's not my bag.
Sure.
That's kind of like what Bret Hart is. I appreciate that he's probably very, very good. But he's an excellent technician. I like characters, and I don't really feel he's got a character outside of Bill Goldberg hurt me, and then I'll never forgive him.
Well, no, that's now. Like that's once he'd stopped wrestling.
But yeah, and I don't know. I'm not sure. It's fully my issue, and I'm not taking anything away from just how good he is. He's just not my bag.
Which is fine. Like, yeah, I mean,
I don't think he's a good talker either.
No, he was. I think he's always been quite a bad promo. But I think that kind of worked for that era he was in. I think because it was real. Yeah. You know, like, because in real life, not everyone's a really charismatic orator who can, talk about whatever. Like, not in real life, not everyone's like that. So yeah. Bret Hart became like a real person. So if you rapidly tap circle, you'll stand them up like behind you, and then you can angle slam them, and that will probably win the match.
The belly of that, me.
You love a German suplex.
Love a German suplex.
So you would say you're not a big Bret guy?
Nah. Like I said, I appreciate him. He's just not for me. I wouldn't go. I can think of maybe one or two matches I would go to.
Okay. So who out of that that new gen era do you like? Because you weren't that big on Bulldog either, so
no, I will say that I find the new gen era difficult to go to because I don't think it's aged well for a lot of reasons.
I think that's true.
So I would probably struggle with a lot of that Papa Shango.
That was Hogan era. That was pre New Gen.
Yeah,
Papa Shango by the New Gen, Papa Shango would become Camel Mustafa.
Sid.
I love Sid.
Don't mind Sid.
I love Psycho Sid. He I watched like 1995 and I was like, he's rubbish. You know, he's not a great wrestler. And then he came back in 1996 as a babyface, and the crowd went ballistic for him. And I was like, this is weird. Why is he suddenly so popular?
Yeah.
And then within a couple of shows, I was like, oh no, I get it. It's just he's just great. Like it's hard to quantify what it is that makes Sid great. But you watch this like 1986 period where he's just a babyface and beloved for no reason, and you're like, no, I get it. Like he's awesome.
Maybe I used to like. I don't know if I liked, but like Shawn Michaels, obviously.
Shawn Michaels, yeah. I mean, he might be my favourite wrestler of all time, like in terms of performer. Because my favourite wrestler of all time is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
And I love Mick Foley, but Shawn Michaels is definitely up there. Like he's an incredible wrestler. I can't think of any bad Shawn Michaels matches. Certainly not any that were his fault that they were
bad. Yeah, I find that the new gen stuff's like difficult to go to.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
But yeah, like early Stone Cold, Savio Vega.
You a big Savio guy?
Big Sav boy. 1, 2, 3 kid, obviously.
Yeah, what a great wrestler.
Makes some noise.
Especially in that period where there were so few actually good wrestlers, he really stood out. Because like the Raws in that period you'd watch, and there'd be a lot of like IRS and Tatanka and Bam Bam.
Yeah, it was just very, and I understand for the time it was. I just think that's maybe what's age. It's kind of why I can't really go back and watch much of like the Thunderdome stuff, is because it's when something has been like done at a certain time, it totally ages it.
Yeah,
so I can't go back and watch the Thunderdome stuff because it's a bit like it's kind of still a bit too. It's a bit too of that time.
I don't think I've watched a single Thunderdome show since that period ended. Actually, I don't think I've ever gone back and watched any of those.
I just find it quite.
I guess when I watch old shows, I find stuff to latch onto, and quite often the stuff I latch onto is just like the Undertaker's on the show, so that makes it feel like the Undertaker was around for so long. You can kind of hold on to the fact that the Undertaker's there to be like, oh, this isn't that old because I recognize him.
I think Undertaker's got for a lot of that period as well. Undertaker was like cool as fuck just because he was so different.
He really stands out, and it's a shame because you watch like 1995 and there's a lot of him wrestling absolute lumps, and it's like IRS, and I keep slagging IRS, but he really wasn't great. And like King Kong Bundy and Hama Mustafa, and like all the matches are useless. And then 1996 hits, and suddenly it's like Mankind, and Mick Foley is throwing himself at him like a train, and those matches are great. And then from there, it's like Undertaker's like, oh, I'm going to feud with Bret Hart, I'm going to feud with Shawn Michaels, and suddenly his match quality goes up enormously.
Mankind, I think I've got a lot of love for Mankind. Like,
it's a shame that all his best work was so long ago, because it's a shame Mick Foley retired when he did. If Mick Foley retired in 2000 for the first time, anyway, and he was in his mid to late 30s, and I think that in any other like time period in wrestling, he wouldn't have retired. He would have gone part-time. But obviously back then it just wasn't an option. Like in 2000, the idea of having it like, oh, he's going to be part-time and just going to pop up every 6 months for a pay-per-view match and then disappear again. That is what they would have done with him 10 years later. So it's a shame. I think Mick he retired and came out of retirement so many times, you know. Keep hammering X and you've got this, I think. Or you'll just break it. That's fine too. I'm quite enjoying watching the match, to be honest. You're just working over his legs, ankle lock after ankle
lock. Psychology.
For anyone wondering where the live stream's going to go to today, I think after this match, we'll do one more, and then because I think about 4 o'clock is going to be 4 o'clock UK time is going to be the cut off. I think for this session. But this has been fun, and I will definitely be doing another live stream, probably continuing on this mode with Craig or without Craig, depending on his availability.
Depending how annoyed you get.
No, I've loved having you here to chat to, and I'm the actual gameplay is not the important part of my channel.
I'm glad you came to that realization now, as you're getting closer.
No, I didn't know that along. Like
at the beginning, you were staring me dead in the face, telling us I was miming that I was worse than Muck.
That's not.
I was
true.
Useless.
That's not true. No, like the actual gameplay is not as important. I think my desire to win these matches quickly is born more out of like just wanting to make as much progress as possible, rather than you can take your time and have fun with it. I want to unlock people. Like this is surely it. Like you can't not win with the ankle lock after using about 400 ankle locks. You've grappled and worn down and dragged him away from the ropes and.
Okay. Best there is, best there was, and best there ever will be.
He grabbed the ropes immediately!
Unbelievable. I'm going to deck Brett.
He got so lucky there. He got so lucky.
I can't wait to beat him with a back suplex.
Who's someone that you really, really like, but you don't think most people would agree with you? Like your unpopular opinion?
I feel it's softened now for a lot of people. Miz.
Yeah. I think it.
Again.
Oh,
it's okay. We got it.
Pause
it. Miz.
Sorry, guys. 2 seconds. There we go. Yeah, I think you're right. I think everyone has softened a little bit on him now because he's been around for such a long time. I think people are a bit kinder.
Yeah. Miz up and the Willie.
Referee. The ref was looking right at that.
Kevin Nash.
Okay.
Because I just think he's like.
I like Nashy. Yeah.
I like. It's my favourite powerbomb.
Yeah, the jackknife's great. Yeah.
But I do also feel that, like, for someone that realistically didn't have a character, but goes on and talks as if he, like...
His character was that he's the coolest man in wrestling.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, but I've got a lot of time for, like, WCW Big Sexy Nash.
Yeah. I've not watched any... Because in my watching of of old wrestling for the website, I'm almost at the point where I've caught up with where I started. I'm up to WrestleMania 14 again, and I was thinking about what to do next and whether I would be done with watching these old shows and stuff. And but now I'm thinking maybe I'll go to WCW because I've never watched any of it.
It's insane. At no point does any of it make sense. It's all outrageous.
Because I'd probably start with like the first episode of Nitro and then go from there. But I don't think it's long from the first episode of Nitro before the NWO shows up, and be ready to hammer buttons because he's pretty much already in the ropes this time, so you'll need to pull him back straight away. There you go. You've got it. Come on, surely. Submit. Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe I'll start with the first episode of Nitro because I think it's about a year. It's less than a year till the NWO shows up because first episode of Nitro is September '95, and then Bash at the Beach '96 is when Hogan joins. So
I went through a long, like when I was working from home quite a bit. I think it was in the pandemic actually. I went through a big thing of where I was watching TNA from the start.
Okay,
that's like it's worse. At its worst, it's worse than. What's as bad as WCW, but at the best, it's so much better.
Yeah, like I'd quite like TNA sort of 2007, 2008. Gets a lot of love.
TNA at the beginning, it's insane. Like the amount of like legends and things that come into it and stuff, and none of it makes any sense. Absolutely none of it makes any sense. It's a case of we'll get this person in for a big pop, but also like logistically doesn't make sense. Like running a mystery angle for ages and it turns out to be fucking Road Warrior. Why? Of course, sound. So yeah, some of it when it's at its worst, it's pretty bad. But at its best, you're always going to get a decent match, and the X Division just slaps, doesn't it?
It does, yeah, absolutely. The match quality is incredible. That was probably the first time I realised that work rate was important, because I never got into wrestling for the work rate. Even now, I'm not into wrestling for the work rate. I started watching because I wanted to see Stone Cold Steve Austin beat up his boss. The matches were entirely secondary to that, and even now, I'm all about storylines and gimmicks, and I would take a really nonsense storyline with lots of goofy characters over a 5-star in-ring classic any day. But I think TNA at its peak, 2007, 2008, got the balance right of silly bollocks, but then also there was 3 or 4 absolute bangers on every show.
I did used to really enjoy the I like the fucking the big shenanigans and all the big hardcore stuff. So Abyss was obviously mint in the beginning when they had Raven in, and they would get big mad gimmick matches. That were big trash matches. I enjoy a lot of that. Then I remember being really excited by the lockdown concept of where every match is in a cage. But then by the 4th match, I was I've seen 4 cage matches now, and they're all the same.
Did you know that Dusty Rhodes suggested that as a joke? So it was they were in a booking meeting with Dixie Carter, and they were planning out the pay-per-view. And Dixie Carter was like, oh, they had one match was going to be in a cage. And then she was like, oh, what if we did that match in a cage too? And then Dusty got exasperated and really sarcastically went oh, why don't we just put every match in a cage? And she was like, oh, that's brilliant. Let's do that. So, Dusty Rhodes made a sarcastic comment about, let's just put every match in a cage. And she took it to heart. And it became TNA's second biggest show of the year.
But I did, there was a barbed wire massacre match between Abyss and Sabu. When the first time I saw that, I was like, oh my God. That was insane.
Because Abyss was the first person that I remember seeing in mainstream wrestling. So obviously on indie shows they do stuff like this a lot more, but I remember Abyss using broken glass as his gimmicked weapon, where he'd bring out a bag of broken glass and scatter it around the mat, and
he was just cool as fuck. I know loads of people we'll see people in TNA, but your TNA Mount Rushmore and all that. But for me, I would always have Abyss on.
Abyss is great.
I love Abyss.
I like Abyss. And I think I like Abyss for the same reason that I like Mankind, babyface Mankind, the kind of dangerous goofball. He's funny and he's lovable, but then he gets in the ring and and he can turn it on and suddenly it's incredibly dangerous. I think he's good.
When he was the way that he wrestled, he was a monster. Do you know what I mean? He was a big bad man. But I really, really enjoyed Abyss. I think if you were to do anything, I genuinely think you should go back and start watching TNA from the beginning, because that's insane. The whole thing started where it was every show was a pay-per-view.
It's a crazy concept, and I don't think it would work now, because obviously the pay-per-view model's completely changed. But
I think the pay-per-views were $10.
Yeah, the weekly shows were
basically Netflix.
Yeah, it's crazy stuff. But so I've got a triple threat match with Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels.
And you know what? As a match, that would
be incredible.
That would
the greatest match of all time.
We'll have this on a throwaway roll.
Yeah.
Kurt Angle's he's going to walk out, take his ball and go home. I think, so nearly.
New on screen. First time we've seen Kane. I'm going as a character, not a person. I'm going to win this match. This is going to be the final match of today's stream. We're going to do this. Then we're going to go and have a look at the shop. I'm going to let Craig decide who the first legend I purchase is.
Okay.
So have a little think.
Okay.
It feels like the game wants it to be Bret Hart.
It's not going to be Bret Hart.
Because we wrestled right now. As long as it's, I'm not going to say who I don't want it to be, because then you'll pick them.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I might not even buy a person. What if I buy a belt and really fuck you off? You laughed, but the pain in your
eyes. that would be disappointing. Because I'm planning on going through the rest of the season mode and unlocking. I won't unlock everyone. I want as many legends in it as possible. It seems crazy that it's 3 versions of Hulk Hogan, because I'm probably not going to need to unlock all. Like, I'm probably not going to include all three versions of the Hulkster.
That might be so funny if I get to unlock a Hogan thing.
You imagine if, like, in my general manager mode, if I unlock them all, general manager mode, tag team champions Hogan and Hogan, world champion Hogan,
the mega powers.
Main event of the pay-per-view: Hogan versus Hogan with Hogan in his corner.
Mega powers. Yeah, fuck Hogan.
Oh, jeez.
Just for like everything you did in the business and also outside the business.
Yeah, not a selfless performer.
Have you watched that documentary on Netflix?
I've not, no, because I think the Netflix documentary would annoy me because I think it's because I watched the Vince one. And all the kind of interesting stuff, it's all stuff I already knew because I'm the biggest wrestling nerd in the world.
Stuff like the really bad stuff that'll like tease you and be like, oh, what about this? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Do you think if when Vince dies, I say if actually, because he's going to live forever, do you think they'll do a big old...
He might. Like, if I had to put money on, the scientists think that the first person who will live to be 150 years old has already been born. I think there's a solid chance it's Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Like if they turn around like, oh yeah, Vince just had his 110th birthday, I'd be like, yep, fair enough.
Would they do a 10-bell salute for him?
I think they'll have to. Like, I do think that when he dies, the company will acknowledge. I think that'll be the thing that gets him acknowledged on TV again, and they'll probably put him in the Hall of Fame. Can you stop rustling? We're on a live stream here, man.
Getting rid of my rubbish.
Well, stop it. We're stopping in like 5 minutes.
You think you're going to beat both of these people in 4 minutes?
Well, that's the dream. Probably not. You're right.
If you get any issues, mate, just pass the control at me. I'll
you take over for me.
Yeah. So you went out too hard. You didn't get your stamina back. Or just sit back.
Yeah. Well, I've earned my first finisher though. That was
whacking a few taunts.
The plan was, so this is my game plan, and I'm going to share it because Shawn Michaels and Brett can't hear me. I built up a finisher. My plan is to hit one of them with the angle slam and then throw the other one out of the ring, and then that'll be the end. That's the plan. See, because I was going to show you how easy it is to throw them out the ring, and then Brett immediately countered.
You are so bad at this game that you're the only thing that's gotten Brett and Shawn on the same page.
They are now best friends because of their united hatred of
Who's this prick?
Do you know what's extra funny though? Because they have made up in real life now. Like they've made their peace and stuff. But when this game came out, they hadn't. So it's very funny that the game's just booking them in storylines against each other. I keep pressing triangle to counter because that's what it is in 2K26, but that's not
the game we're playing.
No.
Also, I'm gonna say something insane here. My favourite version of Shawn Michaels is after his injury.
No, I think that's reasonable. I would probably agree because I've watched a lot of classic Shawn, and I think he was always awesome. But my favourite my favourite Shawn Michaels stuff is all definitely post 2002. Definitely.
Like that, the SummerSlam match with Triple H.
It's incredible.
Unbelievable.
First Elimination Chamber. Was incredible. Mania match with Chris Jericho. Mania match with Kurt Angle.
Yeah. Undertaker
matches with The Undertaker. Just everything.
Cena.
Matches with Cena. Just everything. It's just, I mean, Shawn Michaels is incredible. Shock horror reveal. It's
Shawn Michaels is still good at wrestling.
Shawn Michaels is maybe the greatest of all time. In a controversial opinion here on RetroWrestlingReviews.com.
What's your favourite Shawn match?
Favourite
beforehand and favourite in the first part and favourite in the second part.
Favourite before is the first Hell in a Cell match. I watched that quite recently, and I went into it you kind of oh, I know this is a good match and stuff. It's so good. Oh my god, it's such a good match. So yeah, pre-injury first Hell in a Cell match with The Undertaker. If I had to pick one with no gimmicks, just a straight up match, man, it's hard to pick. He had some good ones with Owen Hart, and even Jeff Jarrett and stuff as well. Pre-injury, post-injury. I'm going to come across as such a fan of gimmick matches, but the first Elimination Chamber is pretty special.
Yeah.
But probably his Kurt Angle match, the Mania 21 Kurt Angle match.
Yeah,
is so good. I'm not even going to mention the two Undertaker matches at Mania because I think that's obvious. But
I know that obviously it's mod, but the Mania 20 main event.
Yeah, that's a very good match. And then they did the same one at Backlash the following month, and it was just as good. Like that's pretty incredible.
Would you count the Royal Rumble?
Yes, that's a match. So yeah, why not?
Yeah, the Rumble where you went, the Rumble where you went in at 1 was in '96.
96 is very good. Yeah, like it's certainly a lot better than it. No, sorry, Mania 1995 is when he entered it. No, he won 96 as well, but 95 was the one where he entered first and won it. Yeah.
And what's your favourite Hulk Hogan match? My favourite Hulk Hogan match is the street fight against Vince McMahon.
Yeah, that's very good.
Insane.
That's a really good match. Yeah.
From out of nowhere, for no reason, Roddy Piper.
That was so good.
Just incredible.
Maybe one of my favourite like random returns ever. Just because the contact whole Vince comes up from behind the apron with that sinister look on his face, and then Piper shows up and just wrecks them both with that pipe. Yeah, it's so good. I'm just trying to get it to the point where I can. I've hit in quite a few angle slams here. Hitting, that's not a word, William. Okay, and then we'll get Brett out of the ring, like that. And then is Sean going to wake up before I can get to him? Oh, he's probably in the ropes, right? No, he's not. Come on, ref. Count faster than that. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
There you go. I'm the same as Shawn Michaels before the injury would be the Hell in a Cell, I think.
Yeah, which is a great match.
I really do. I really enjoy that.
Do you know actually what deserves not as much credit, because the Hell in a Cell is like it was like genre changing, but the previous month they had a match, their first match ever against each other at Ground Zero in your house, and that's just a straight match, but that ends in a no contest. And it's right around the time that DX is just formed. Like, they're not called D-Generation X yet, but he's got Rick Rude and Triple H in China with him, and the Undertaker batters him which Shawn just sells for 20 minutes, and the Undertaker bounces him, and they fight in the ring, out of the ring, up the stage. It's the last show that has the old stunner on Jimmy Hart. Terrible looking stunner.
You could have programmed that to look better.
Who did the motion capture for that? My granddad.
Vince McMahon at the fucking WrestleMania 30, whichever one it was.
But yeah, that's the last show that has the old the in your house stage where it was looked like a house, and they brawl through the front door, and they fly out through the window, and he beat Shawn up in the flower bed and stuff. And they brawl back to the ring, and it's they start knocking out referees so that they can keep fighting, and Triple H and China try and get involved, and Undertaker batters them as well, and it's just it's chaos, but it's really great, really entertaining, like a really great 25 minutes of just everyone's afraid of the Undertaker stuff. Yeah, so that deserves a lot of love as well.
Yeah, I did the SummerSlam Elimination Chamber, really good. I kind of remember enjoying the 3 stages of Hell against Triple H.
Yeah, that's a good match.
But also, I feel like all of those matches around about that point, specifically with Triple H, were 40-minute matches that were awful, but would have been a really good 20-minute match. Yeah, I feel like that's how most of them went.
Yeah, I think so.
I do like that match against the hour-long one.
That's on the Raw in London. That's a really good match as well. Yeah.
That's really good.
Obviously,
both the Taker ones as well.
Yeah. We kind of talked all. So I just beat Kurt Angle and I beat Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels in that triple threat.
Yeah.
Via being the greatest wrestler of all time.
Yeah.
And then Stone Cold Steve Austin came out and stunnered Jimmy Hart. And
for reasons no one knows.
No, it might have explained it in the subtitles, but we weren't paying attention. But it was a terrible stunner for the motion capture. What I didn't want to interrupt you when you were mid-flow. Did you see Austin doing the head shake?
And his mouth not moving.
Yeah. But his head was prime D'Lo Brown. Really aggressively wiggling his head. Who did the motion capture for that?
D'Lo Brown.
I might now need to go out of my way to find out who did the motion capture for this game, because that was appalling. Now, it is now time for you to choose who you'd like to purchase. You have 5 options. I'm going to hand the controller to you and let you select who you're going to unlock. Our first unlocked legend in this game. The Don't buy the junk. Come on.
You can't
Oh, it's grayed out. Okay, that's fine. What a relief. There's no wrong answer, honestly. I'd be happy with any of these four guys. There is one wrong answer, but I don't want to be mean.
Do I be a good friend or do I be a troll? What do I do?
That is entirely. That's between you and God. That's on you.
I think I think out of all of these,
who's your favourite out of those five?
I think as a wrestler, probably I say Mankind. As a guy, big up Andre.
Yeah, Andre's a good guy.
Yeah, just a good guy. But yeah, we'll do. Who was the one that you didn't want it to be?
Probably Junkyard Dog, just because he's the one I've got the least affection for. Like I've not I don't know anything about him. He was before my time. He even going back and watching all these old shows, he was gone by like WrestleMania 4. You know what I mean? Like he just wasn't around for very long. So great performer, great fun with his big thwomp thing across his butt. He was and great performer, but he was never my era, sadly.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Which is I feel the same about $1 Million Man. Like he's someone who I know was good, and I'll see old clips of him, but he was retired a lot. He was retired years before I even started watching. His last WF match. When do you think it was? Just out of curiosity to see how long ago you think he retired.
I want to say maybe 91.
It was SummerSlam 1993.
Okay.
Razor Ramon beat him in the opening match of SummerSlam 1993, and that was his last. He left the company, went to Japan, and had 3 matches in Japan. Really badly injured his neck. Never wrestled again.
The Japanese strong style.
That's exactly what it is. So yeah, but just
$1 Million Man against Kenta Kobashi would have slapped.
But not my. What I mostly remember from is when he was manager of the $1 Million Corporation, and they sucked. There was it was a stable where they put all the scrubs. So it was I'm going to put together the greatest collection of wrestlers of all time, starting with IRS, Tatanka and Bam Bam, and
I'd love to see. I'd love to see $1 Million Man trying to just buy off the sheer burning passion of Kenta Kobashi. Just being I'm going to drop it on your head, mate. Now, if I give you $100, no, mate, I am going to drop it on your head. But if I give you $200, mate, I beat cancer. I'm going to give you $300.
I do like the gimmick of paying money for people to not beat you up. I do enjoy that.
Yeah, but also,
no, I don't.
Easy, isn't it? Easy.
Yeah. My favorite, that storyline. You might know this. 1994, when Tatanka turns heel and joins the $1 Million Corporation, and they do this whole Lex Luger's sold out, and Tatanka tarnishes his good name, and then it turns out Tatanka was evil all along and stuff. I was watching our boys OSW Review. If you've never checked them out, great YouTube channel where they review old wrestling shows. Very, very funny. Way funnier than me. OSW Review. They did that story arc, and they were showing that pay-per-view, and they paid attention to the detail, and the amount of cash that Ted DiBiase has given to Tanka. He basically sold out for about 50 quid. It's like 4 $10 bills. It's like he turned on Lex Luger. It's he got millions. It's probably 400 quid. Really not worthwhile.
Tanka came back on SmackDown in the
2006. Yeah. Did him and Matt Hardy win the tag belts, or did they just challenge for them?
I think they won in our hearts.
Certainly. Yeah.
I don't know.
Tatanka and his little Native American pants. Yeah. An odd time for wrestling fans. But thank you so much for everyone who's watched this live stream, and thank you so much for joining us. And I hope you enjoyed seeing the game and listening to us talk shit for 3 hours. And I'll definitely be back for more live streams. Hopefully Craig will be available to join me, but if not, even then I will still be back. Maybe I'll bring in more friends. I have other friends, believe it or not. Maybe I'll rope my wife in. That could be quite fun. Watch Debs struggle with wrestling games.
You'll have to shut down your channel within 10 minutes.
Yeah, that won't last. Maybe I'll rope my wife in and play some games with me. See if she gets on.
Bully you for 45 minutes.
She does. Give her an audience. Her default is to start making fun of me. So yeah, you might get to hear my wife just slag me for 3 hours next time. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. big shout out to my buddy Ryan and RoboChess 2008 in the comments, and for anyone else who checks this out on demand, thank you so much. And I will talk to you all later. And don't forget to check out all the channels, Attitude Era, WF Attitude and SmackDown 2 and General Manager Mode. Those series will all be continuing, probably long past the point anyone has interest in them, because I really enjoy playing them. So I'll talk to you. Have a lovely rest of the weekend, guys.